Hey, sorry, that was a long starting soon screen because I had to do my hair and I had to put lipstick on and get dressed. And is there something else? No. How are we all doing today? We're back to Mass Effect 2, which is great. I streamed on Friday last week, so we have streamed in a while. But technically before that, my last solo stream, if you will, where it's just me, it was a while ago. It was literally before Friday. It had literally been, so it's been, since we did Mass Effect, it's been 1, 2, 3, it's been almost 4 weeks. Like, this is the 4th week of no streams. Oops. Apologies for that. I went to Ireland, and then I was sick because I picked up COVID. I picked up the Irish COVID, potentially. Not confirmed COVID because I didn't actually get a positive test. It is PogChamp time if you want it to be, but you better make it PogChamp time. I took the that's why I'm starting late. Isn't really my fault. So James cooked dinner and it wasn't ready until 7:30. And actually, so I'm not going to blame James. It was my own fault, really. Like, I would have been late regardless. I had to eat dinner, of course, a little bit later than I would have liked, but it's fine. And I was putting my makeup on. And this, like, if you wear makeup, you might get it. If you don't, you will be really confused. But sometimes it just doesn't work. It's like I was putting on, like, my foundation, which is the beige stuff to cover up your skin, right? And I was putting it on my nose, and for some reason on my nose, it just, like, was coming out so patchy, like, so bad, that I think even this camera would have picked it up. Where, like, if it was, like, James's camera, like, I wouldn't have been able to stream. It was so bad. Like, my nose was literally, like, patchy as fuck. It was so caked with makeup, but also so I tried to fix it and I was like, it can't get worse, so I rubbed it and I got a makeup wipe and I wiped it off, and I was like all beige like this, but just like the brightest red nose because it irritated my nose, as well as the fact that my skin's obviously naturally a little bit red, and I looked like a cartoon character where they have like an orange triangle, like a flat orange triangle for a nose. That's what I look like. It was very stressful. It took me so long. I literally spent 40 minutes on that and I rushed the rest of my makeup. So it's actually fine on this camera. That's the really great thing about not having an amazing camera, is that when I don't feel that my makeup looks that good, not that anyone really cares, but I care. If I feel that it doesn't look that good, like, no one can really tell because it's like so... It's not good enough. The lighting is like fine, which, speaking of, this ring light is so shit. It needs to go, and I'm really trying to, like, we're in a cost of living crisis. It's probably only going to get worse, so I'm not trying to spend money, right? So I would buy like the same ring light James has, but months ago when I was streaming and before I did the pink background, I had a green screen and I got soft boxes, and they were actually really good. They were really bright though, and I think they kind of hurt my head because I get migraines and I think brightness triggers it. I think streaming probably triggers it. And then after after what? I'm not telling a story so much as I'm just trying to tell you something. I don't know why I said after. But I wanted to get soft boxes. They're too bright. They're like overpowering. And then I think I used them for a while. But then I started doing the pink background, which is literally just our lights turned pink, right? And I think it looks cool. And I like it. And I think that's my vibe on here, is to be very pink and neon and stuff. So pink and neon, here we are. And I realized that with the soft boxes, they're so powerful that they drown out the pink. So if I use them, it kind of makes the background look like a really pale tinted pink. I'm just going to tweet the stream. Oh, Mass Egg Ect. The Mass Egg Ect. Guys, Mass Effect, but with eggs. If someone ever made like a fake game, do you know the way people like make mods or like they make like parodies of games and stuff? Someone should make Mass Effect, but everyone is an egg. I think I've just come up with a really good idea. That might even win Game of the Year. Do you know the way they give out like Game of the Year little awards to games that haven't even come out yet? That would win. Mass eject. There we go. So yeah, so I can't use the softboxes, so I just went back to this like really crappy ring light. And I put the ring light, I put the softboxes away in the attic, and James has a really nice big ring light. Okay. And it also, like, you can adjust the brightness. So I was like, well, it's more powerful. The big problem I have with this one is it flickers. So for some reason, I know what the reason is. I'm not going to act like I don't. It's because I'm using a laptop. So I have like a bunch of extenders for USBs. And I, like, it's not safe. I know it's not. Just scared me. They told me that it was going to explode. So I'm waiting for the day where my laptop explodes. But I don't know. Look, for now, I'm just going to hang on to the laptop. One day I might have an office because I work from home full time. Like, I have a real job and I do my real job full time. So I think I'll have an office one day. I can't work. Like, my office job is over here. So it's also in the kitchen. And ideally we'd have a kitchen table and I wouldn't have to work in the kitchen. So one day, if we ever get to move, you know, there's a really big if these days, I will have a little office and then I can set up a streaming thing properly as well, which would be so fun. And then I can, like, just sort everything out properly. Like, I'll probably use James's old PC. A couple of years ago, like one or 2 years ago, James got like a really good PC. But up until then, he'd been using another one, which is now literally sitting on our landing. We haven't moved it in over a year, however long he's got his new one for. So that one's like there waiting for me to have. And it's a good PC. Like, it'll be better than my laptop for streaming for sure. But I just can't really be bothered to set it up. I would need to get another monitor. Like I said, I really don't want to spend money, so I'm just going to stick with what I have. So the ending of the story, all of that comes down to I'm trying to steal James's ring light and give him the soft boxes, because James doesn't do like a colored background, so it wouldn't matter if it drowned out color. And also, because James has such a good camera, I think like really good proper lighting would also make it even better. And yeah, and then I could have his ring light, and then it would all be free, but an upgrade. Because this one really is shit. It's very weak, which isn't really the problem. Like, it's not really the problem that it's like a weak ring light. It's more that it flickers. That's like the worst, because then you will notice it sometimes. It just decides to flicker, and it messes with my head a little bit. But more than anything, I just think it makes the stream look shit. But yeah, I slept at 1 p.m. today. James has had the weirdest sleep I think I've maybe ever seen him have, besides like a 24-hour stream. He slept, he was still working when I woke up for my job. So that's concerning. And then he went and got into bed, but I'm pretty sure, so every lunchtime, this is sad, every lunch, literally every single day at lunch, and I get pissed off if I can't, I nap. I have an hour-long nap for my lunch instead of eating. I just eat while I work. And I got into bed, and James was like, great, maybe now I'll go to sleep. So he stayed up until like, yeah, past 1 p.m. And then what time did you wake up at? Like 5 p.m. Your sleep is really fucked. Like, sometimes James will sometimes have a good few weeks where he sleeps like a sane person. I'm like really struggling to sleep lately. Like, my brain just doesn't want to shut off ever. Like, every time I'm going to sleep, there's just like a million things I start thinking about and start planning. I think about like so much stuff just for no good reason. It's really weird. I got up at 1 p.m. today. On the weekends, that's like a good time for me if I get up at 1 p.m. Like, weekdays just before 9, but on the weekends, like, I will literally sleep into 3 or 4. I don't know how I do that, because I guess it just means I end up staying up late on the Sunday and just losing sleep, more or less. Yeah. Anyway, it is a late start today, so we should probably play some gaming if anybody wants to watch the gaming with me. I gotta do some bit of the Saints Row video edited too. I was fucking around with the Advent Children copyright. I thought you were just doing the Advent Children thing literally all night. So at least you did something else as well. Because I feel like just the Advent Children thing is a bit insane. Anyway, let's play game. Let's play the game. Wait. Okay, wait. No. There we go. I thought I wasn't going to be able to reach that, but I did. Go me and my normal length arms. I have a big bottle of sparkling water here to keep me hydrated, which is really good. Really good news. I'm still like not 100%. But I'm mostly fine. Thankfully. Not 100%, but mostly fine. My nose just is still really blocked. You know it? You get me? I hope the audio's okay. This is the first time that the game hasn't been on standby. The game is always automatically on standby. I don't really know why. Even though I turn the Xbox off, I guess if I don't shut the game, it stays open even when the Xbox is off. Because I swear I'm not putting the Xbox in sleep mode. I'm turning it off. I don't know. The last 6 years I've only had good sleep for like a few months in 2019. Yeah, you did. While we lived together in James's parents' house, and we had one bedroom for both of us and also for James to work from, it kind of did force him to live a normal life and to sync up with like my work schedule, which was pretty normal. But I think this thing keeps rolling up. I think it's slightly too small, but hey, what can you do? Yeah. Depending on when you bought Xbox, the default setting is for instant on standby. That can cost a lot to keep running. Dude, I have stopped leaving plugs turned on. Like, I didn't realize it, but my work equipment, I end up keeping on 24/7. And I realized a few days ago, so I don't anymore. But I ended up keeping it on 24/7. And I realized when I started turning it off, how much power it must have been using, because when I turn because it's a work laptop and then a monitor, when I turn my laptop on, it's dead and like it has to fully charge. So what I had been doing previously is like charging it constantly, which obviously fucked up the battery, but like that's a given. You have to. And the battery of this thing is going to be fucked up too, but what can I say? You know, it's that's what happens when you use a laptop like a PC. But I'd also been powering the monitor, so I think the monitor had just always been like on standby or like something like that. So I imagine that will save us £5 a month, having all that turned off now. So that's like really important to me because yeah, for me personally, £5 is everything, and I'm now going to be able to afford all my bills. Woo! No, I'm in the privileged situation where I don't need to cut down like 100%, but I'm stressed, and obviously the problem is either you're in my situation where £5 doesn't matter to you enough to bother, but like because your basic bills are going to be too much anyway, and then or you're in the situation where your basic bills are going to be too much and saving £5 is also not going to fucking help when you have thousands a year to find. So I really don't think that there's anything anyone can really do unless you only need to save a little bit and you were excessively using power. A new kettle, that'll save our lives, I think. I think it will too. I think we'd be really grateful for the new kettle, and maybe like 5 years it'll have paid for itself, so that would be good. I saw a post about it. I saw something like Xbox standby is like £100. Where it's like 4 for the PlayStation. James, we are now never ever switching the Xboxes on ever again. Please, like, what? Are you, like, there's no way you mean 100, like a year? Like 100 a year and £4 a year for the PlayStation? That makes no sense. So PlayStation is a bajillion times more energy efficient? What in the heck? My birthday is so that was fun. Happy birthday, Mac. Don't tell me how old you are unless you are at least, 13 on Twitch? And I know you are. You're probably like 16 or something. Happy birthday. I hope you have the best day or had the best day. Or did you do anything interesting or fun or nice? You can change the standby mode in console settings. What I'm doing from now on is just turning the plugs off. I have all my plugs labeled for like my monitor, my laptop, my PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. And I'm just going to flick them on and off as I use them. So there you go. I'm going to open this and read it. This thing. I am clearly not that well yet. Unlike the PS5 and Switch, leaving your Xbox Series X. Oh. I don't have a Series X. What one is this one, James? Is this the Xbox One? It's not a 360. It's a One. I have an Xbox One, I think. So I don't know if this is the same, but for the leaving your Xbox Series X on standby mode rather than switching it off is more costly than you may think. The Ryzen it's been discovered that leaving the Xbox Series X on standby uses up to £59 worth of energy a year. By comparison, Jamie, you exaggerated a lot, but still, £59 versus £4 a year is crazy. But can I just point out that if leaving, like, I assume this is based on literally always, constantly, the entire year, non-stop, your Xbox is on standby. Can we just point out that is £60 a year, right? That is a $5 a month. And that is like 100% standby. So to me, I guess actually, if it was around that for like plus your TV on standby all year could be at 60 as well. Plus your not your PlayStation apparently. Plus like your laptop or PC, which I think those use even more actually probably. So I guess yeah, if you stop putting things on standby, you might save like 30 quid a month on like being optimistic. Me personally, my bills used to be like back when we first moved in, they were like 80 quid a month for electricity, and that was a lot because James was working from home and so was I. So two people working from home. James literally working like a madman 24/7, running all of his equipment, which is more than my... Actually, I probably have more now since I have like two setups. But like consider that. Plus also like just, I don't know, like we've never like tried to save energy or anything. So considering like that was us living exactly how we wanted to, two people working from home, James probably never once even switching his Xbox off, none of it off, and his PC off, none of it. Our bills are now like estimated £300 a month. So me saving £30, it's like I still have to find the extra like 180 or something like that, which I will be okay. I am so grateful and lucky to be okay. But I just think consider like a normal family even is probably going to be struggling with that because it's the more expensive, the more people, the more expensive. Anyway, life's hard. What can I say? Extra factor. £60 before price rises. Really? Yeah, it doesn't sound like that much. That's what I was gonna say is on its own, in and of itself, £5 a month is nothing when your bills have tripled. But it is something if you have multiple appliances that you can stop leaving on standby, which we really don't have that many. Like the things that cost the most amount for us to run is James's fucking air conditioner. And James likes to feel like he's in the Arctic. He does not like heat. He only likes the cold. So that like he used to run that all the time. We've kind of reduced it a bit now, but he used to before, bills got ridiculous. But cooking costs money. Cooking costs a lot of money. Showers, I think showers, like the current price apparently or something is like £1 a shower, right? Which kind of feels weird that every time you shower it costs you a whole £1. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it also kind of does. Especially if you're someone that showers every day. I don't. I shower like every 2 or 3 days. Yeah, every 2 days. Lately, my hair's been getting really greasy really quickly, so I've had to shower every second day. Sometimes I leave it a bit longer if I'm not leaving the house. It's good not to shower every day anyway, but I feel really awful like that people are being told like you can't have a shower every day. Like that's people's like cleanliness and their comfort and pretty basic need. Liz Truss, she's gonna save the world, I think. I think she's gonna save us all, so we're gonna be fine, and I'm not worried. Alright, what are we doing in this game? I'm so sorry, I really don't remember. Tali. We can do a dossier for her. The Justicar. Ooh, the assassin. Cerberus has delivered information on purchases the Shadow Broker has made recently. Wait, the Shadow Broker... Did that already come up in this game, or was that just from ME1? May provide the information Liara at Sony need to track down the Shadow Broker's location. I can't remember. Is that just from this game or from ME1 or both? We're going to be showering on a Sunday, ready for the week, like being little kids again. That's really sad, though. Like, that's actually so sad. It really is. I really don't. I'm very wary. Isn't Liz Truss supposed to be announcing her plan today? Like, no, not today, sorry. Tomorrow. I thought it was past midnight for some reason. So I was like, technically today. It's not. It's tomorrow, I think. I did, however, see that she is a Taylor Swift fan. So at least there's that redeemable quality. No, James, we're going to continue doing the dossiers, I think. Which should we do? Assassin, Justicar, Tully. We'll do the Assassin one. Thane Krios to Ilium in the Tessail system. Or we can go to Ilium in the Tessail system. Wow, we can go do both. Okay, let's do Ilium in the Tessail system. I don't know how to get to the Tessail system, so we're going to have to figure that one out. Lair of the Shadow Broker is a DLC. Oh. But they mentioned it last game. They mentioned the Shadow Broker a lot, but I don't remember what came of that, if I'm being honest. I'm so sorry, excuse me. My nose is just like so stuffy. I had to clear it. I'm sorry. Actually, we should mine. Minecraft. The other day I was working and I was just like, I really wish I was playing Minecraft because it was so just boring, and I was like, I want Minecraft. Like, the Minecraft days were so good. I like to have my little creative worlds and learn how to get good. I didn't play a lot of survival by myself. I just played survival with like James or with friends. Snort on me, queen. Sure thing. Where do we want to go? Over here. If there's stuff to mine here, I'll mine it. I forget how to mine. It's something to do with, like, sound waves or something. Fuel depot. I like fuel. I like fuel a lot. Is this a planet to mine because it doesn't have a name? I'm going to say yes. I'm confident in my decision. It's a lot of missions. Yeah, I don't know how far in the game we are. Not very far. It's only my 4th stream of this game. Excuse me. I'm literally gonna mute the mic and like clear my nose. It's actually horrible. I'm sorry. This is really hard, but this is life. Life is not good when you have like fake COVID. Oops. Oh! What did I just do? Why has it gone so low? I like that you're snorting so hard the camera is flying around the room. That's so funny. That's really funny. I like how I just did all of that and the camera looks the exact same. I was trying to cut out the bit of wall. I'm literally making this shit worse, bro. What am I doing? Do you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're fine now. I fixed it. I'm crying because I snorted so loud that the camera flew around the room. Hang on. No, that's not. It did. No, this is a poor clip. That did not capture me snorting so loud the camera flew around the room. That's a shit clip, you fucking loser. Get better at clipping or don't even fucking bother. Like, for real, dude? What are you even doing? Sorry, that's just like my little testing thing. This is the lowest the camera goes. So. I think it's too far over to the right now. I shouldn't have touched it. I don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There we go. I have fixed it though. What's happening is like a midlife crisis. Quarter life crisis. You excited for the new 5 AC games being revealed on Saturday? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna be watching my favorite AC YouTuber Lasers talk about it. I'm very hyped to see, like, you know, his thoughts on it. I'm sure he's gonna love it and he's gonna play it. So I'm really excited. And the camera just needs to be like, I think I'm just like really at the side of it for some reason. There you go. It's all good. I'm excited for AC Mirage, back to basics, but also AC Hex, the Witch Trials game with magic runes. Also Project Red with ninjas in Japan. All very good. Darby will save us. Darby already saved us with Valhalla. I don't know why you're acting like there is anything to be saved. It's actually, Assassin's Creed is at its peak. It's actually doing the best it ever has. So, I don't know what you're talking about. He will save us again and again and again. James is a broken man. Someone, like, actually needs to help him. I'm so concerned. I don't think I'm enough. I think someone else needs to step in to help him.
Probe away.
I think I've remembered how to do this. Is this even worth it? I think it is. Poor? Oh, it's calling me poor. It's true. Cost of living is hitting me hard. Alright. Done. I've absolutely... Why does it sometimes use petrol but not other times? I mean, I doubt it's petrol. I'm sure it's something spacey and science fiction-y. But you know what I mean. Ilion, yeah. Let's go do some missions. I need to like actually play the game. It would be good, wouldn't it? The eerie, ominous music is actually very suited to me just sitting here typing in silence. Garrus, you come with me. We haven't had Jacob with us for a while. I don't really remember. We'll just go with Jacob and Garrus. Yeah, what I usually see people do for full-length reactions to movies and TV shows is upload the reaction. What? Do you mean like the video only? I feel like that's a bit out of context. What are you talking about? Where did that come from? Did James say something? But James didn't say anything. I'm confused. I want the cryo ammo, man. How do I unlock this? That's how. I don't really understand the logic, but there we go. I'm going to get that next time. Garrus? Oh, you got points too. This is nice. I assume if I get this. Oh. Is it the one above you're supposed to get to unlock the one below? Let's find out. You must just need all of the other ones to a certain level, I think. Probably. Alright. Yes, confusion success. You're so good at confusing me, Jamie. It's probably the biggest compliment I could ever give you, is that every time I read one of your messages, it doesn't make sense to me. Is the audio okay, Jamie? You can't get every skill. Ooh. That's, a shame. That's a shambles. It's good. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Why can I not get every skill? Why are they... I didn't know that I was picking and choosing.
Welcome to Nosastra, Commander Shepard. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Thanks, friend. Why do I get the free pass?
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf.
What an epic legend.
She also
Thank you,
that I direct
Liara.
you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
That is DLC, apparently. So we'll not be doing that.
What can you tell me about
Yet.
Nosastra?
It's an exciting city. We see a lot of new cultures and goods because of our proximity to the Terminus systems. At the same time, Ilium is still an Asari world. You should be as safe here as you would be on the Citadel. For your own safety, however, I recommend against signing anything.
They're gonna try and get me in on a Ponzi scheme. Wait, is that even what a Ponzi scheme is? It is not. It's not. You know, it's fine.
What's so dangerous about signing something?
Ilium is a free trade world.
I'm gonna
Commander.
sign away my
Contract
rights.
term requirements are more
I'm gonna
relaxed
accidentally
here than
sign
on other
into
planets. It's a small
slavery.
price to
Oh
pay
no.
For keeping our competitive edge in goods from the Terminus systems.
Oh, it's not what I thought.
You mentioned trading. What gets traded on Ilium?
Anything you can imagine, Commander. Ilium is a wonderful world for those who can afford it. In order to remain competitive as a Terminus systems port, we've relaxed many of the standards you'd find on other Asari worlds. Most drugs are legal, provided they are labeled properly. You can buy almost any weapon or technology. You can even buy indentured servants.
I'm here for the drugs. I'm not here for the mass sale of weaponry. And I'm also not here for the slavery.
I can't believe an Asari world would allow slavery.
We try to avoid calling it slavery. All indentured servants on Ilium have voluntarily agreed to a term of service.
Voluntarily
Most
is
choose indentured
in.
service
Accidentally
as a means to pay off debt or
signed.
avoid imprisonment. A contract holder is responsible for the well-being of her servants, and a servant's duties are agreed upon before the contract is signed.
I'm doing like the assassin one, James, the dossier.
You said Liara was here? What is she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon trade. Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well. As I said, you'll find her near the trading floor. She was looking forward to seeing you.
I'm hyped to see her, but I
Any
can't yet.
recommendations about what to do on Nosastra?
Our trading center is directly ahead. You'll find restaurants and shops nearby as well. I suggest you browse our shopping kiosks. You can find things on Nosastra that you can't find anywhere else in the galaxy.
I'm on a mission. Can you help me find someone?
I can help you find major entertainment centers or stores, but I'm afraid I can't point you to individual people. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however. I imagine she can help you.
Thank you.
Again, welcome to our city, Commander. Please enjoy your stay.
Customs records indicated Justicar named Samara is visiting this port, Shepard. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor.
So, but that's
You wish to speak
linking.
with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well.
But that's linking in with Liara. I'm confused. Can you speak to Liara but not initiate the DLC then?
25.
Hello,
me.
Asari.
You're Commander Shepard. I saw your... I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere. I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
I met a lot of people on Novaria. Could you be more specific?
I believe the message itself should make it clear. Shepard, we hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard.
I couldn't think of it, the
I will sing
Rachni.
again, because of you.
Is she doing this willingly?
How did you possess another Asari? You can't just take over people's minds like that.
Peace, Shepard. The Rachni Queen does not control my thoughts. That was merely the message I was asked to deliver. I encountered her on an uncharted world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
That's so cool. Wait, no, but they're doing good. I made a good choice. They're my friends. I think. What if this all goes awry? That would be really, really not good. You could speak to Liara in the base game. They just added a quest relating to her. Ah, okay, yeah. That's what I was just saying. That's what I was thinking.
How did you find the Rachni?
I was working as a courier. Pirates ambushed my ship, and I was forced down on an uncharted planet. I was badly injured, alone and near death. Then they found me. They saved me.
You obviously got off world again. Did the Rachni give you a ship?
No. Countless workers repaired my ship. It runs better now than it did before. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way. All working together, each with a purpose.
What happened to the pirates who attacked you?
They were obliterated, as they should have been. The Rachni are not aggressive, but they do what they must.
Thank you for giving me that information. I'm glad my friend on Novaria is doing well.
Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
Oh. That was cool, though. That's so cool. Because she wouldn't have been there had I chosen to let them die. Aw, Shepard did a good thing. I'm very proud of us, Shepard. Go us.
Holy crap, Shepard? Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie. It's been a couple of years. I'm Gianna Parsi.
Whoa, her eyes look
Novaria
really
Internal
crazy.
Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeas.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeas?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer. What brings you to Ilium? You know, that you can talk about.
I didn't recognize her, but I remember the beer thing. Because I remember being like, I would love to get a beer with you anytime. Was that her? That's really cool. Yeah, her eyes are literally like fucking terrifying. What happened to her? She's been through some shit since I've seen her. She does not look the same. I don't think. I don't remember what she looked like, but I think I now remember her because I remember doing that mission and then flirting with her for some reason.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork. Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
That is not a beer. What? What? Oh! Very clever. I'm dumb. Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. A sorry merchant smuggling schematics from Naviria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? Interesting. Thank you for the not beer. Who else can I chat with? Hello, merchant?
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Ilium.
Hell yeah.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best, and I'm willing to pay for it, as long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
Hell yeah.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Noveria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Hercini, you set me up! But this isn't Noveria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to find you out of business.
Was this the right thing to do? Sometimes the game confuses me. Because I feel like in that case, it shouldn't have told me the right and wrong thing to do. But it did, because one was in the top right and one was in the bottom right. And the bottom right being... What's the word? Fuck me, I don't remember the word. Paragon and... bad. The bad option was to say she's being watched. Look, I guess she's doing something wrong. But also... Who am I to judge? What if my friend is... So are the police meant to be good in this game? I don't even know. I don't really remember if there's much of a reputation for if police be good or police be bad.
Do you have the authority to seize the schematic she's trying to sell?
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in her face.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Bless her. She's in some trouble.
Fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him.
She's enjoying this.
I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Her hair is shiny. She's not the police. She's an authority figure on Nigeria. Noveria. Yes, yeah. So she, I don't know. Like we worked with her before, so I guess we could trust her.
And speed.
Biotic damage.
Performance requirements.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Wow, thank you, Nikit.
Two SORAYELL. It sells 2 hearts. It sells 2 hearts.
Why did it read those? It's not supposed to. Thank you, Nikib. I appreciate the 9 months. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nikip the gamer. An absolute gamer. The gamer indeed. It's Elva 2 hearts. It's Elva 2 hearts. I wish it would just be It's Elva at least. But they said no, it's Elv. I'm an elf. An elf. Yeah, let's get that. I don't know how much that was. Oh, we have a heckin' ton of... Actually, we don't have that many credits when you think about it. Kestrel. Thestral? Do I need that? I don't think I really struggle so far. 75,000? I'm not getting that. Alright, who else we go talk to?
Safe, too. I need a
Tired of training employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps
Yes.
DentuTech can help, the leading provider.
I'm definitely gonna look into that. My employees always leave me for my
I'm gonna have
competitors.
that asshole arrested. Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him.
don't sign
I'll be
anything.
careful. Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness. Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras now. If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
That's amazing. I would love to kill him. I can't wait. Person to murder? I want to listen to the bachelor party.
Still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding. And that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
That's so interesting. Solarian's culture is just contracts. I mean, maybe he doesn't represent the entirety of the culture, but...
Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
Wait, where's Garrus? Oh, there he is. I forgot they were even following me. I haven't seen them. You like the doors. Yeah, they're cool, I guess. Not as cool as normal doors.
We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
What?
Okay, now that's offensive.
Oh no! Wait, so Solarians also have short lifespans? Right? Is that what they're saying? Yeah. The Asari's just flopping about. She's doing a good job. Like, honestly, no, it's hot. It's hot and sexy, and, you know, that is definitely gonna tempt you right out of your marriage. It's good vibes. I like it. Hello.
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
Okay. At least she said excuse me, but it's the way she said it, you know?
Oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then, I heard something about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
Oh, best duo. You guys are so good. Look at them supporting each other. Oh my goodness, I'm the biggest fan. He's just laying like that. What's he doing? Hey, Betty. Like, he's literally just like floating in midair. Well, he's not, but like he's just kind of laying upside down. I can tilt it down. He's, like, it's the way he's just existing upside down. Oh, he's flopped over. God damn it. God damn it, you stupid dog. You were being so funny, Thora. There's actually so many thoughts behind his eyes. He's a bit too smart for his own good, if we're all being honest here. There were many thoughts, and those thoughts were that he's aware he's on camera, and so he ruined it for me. My dog is smart, okay? He's smart. It is really rude of you to suggest otherwise. He's a very smart man. I like that emote. Is that mine? I know what that one looks like. It's like where his tongue is barely poking out, so it looks really funny. I love it. All right. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm kind of just walking around.
Holding out on me? I'm a man on the edge. I got nothing to lose.
It's Comrade Werner!
You want to see how far I'll go? I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from Commander Shepard.
If you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Werner. We met on the Citadel. I wanted to become a Spectre. Oh, and then you shoved a gun in my face. You showed me what it meant to be truly extreme. I learned that lesson well. So you're alive, huh? I hear it goes like that in the biz. Why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I got some asses to kick.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
What, are you crazy? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a Spectre working for the Council. I'm on my own, backed only by my wits and my nerves. No rules, no laws, just whatever it takes to get the job done. I'm not like you at all.
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm
Best
saving the
character.
galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you
Yeah,
saved the galaxy and showed
that
other
logic
races
holds
that
up.
humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
How'd you get that armor?
Yeah. Very
Oh, they
good
make
of
some
you to
pretty
step in,
convincing
Conrad.
replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
The Asari is loving it.
So you just wander the galaxy righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them. Sometimes I poke through crates, too. You know, for extra credits.
He's just like me.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport? She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Ilium. You just need a license.
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if
Yeah,
you
I
need
wouldn't.
any
I
help,
wouldn't want
Shepard.
that for you. Yeah, wanting to kill Conrad is like such a relatable feeling.
Thanks for taking care of that crazy guy. Saves me having to beat him to death with his own spine.
Dang.
That makes the other customers nervous. Anyway.
Yeah, bad for
this is
business.
Eternity, and I'm Athena, Asari matriarch and bartender. Get you anything?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know. Not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
Interesting. How?
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. God,
Excuse
that
me.
was embarrassing.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn Genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh?
Whoa.
What a kick in the quad.
You said your father
What
fought
a
in the
story.
Rachni Wars?
Yeah.
That's
when
sad.
he was young. Love showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. When I was a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. All that Asari wisdom got the Destiny Ascension blown to hell, and now you humans are in charge. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming, and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
What's it like living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find peace in whatever arms will hold you. Turian, Elcor, Hanar.
Thanks for all the entertainment. But what I would like to know is, what happened with your chair?
And one
Also,
day
how was
you wake
Ireland?
up, your figure's gotten matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
Malor, thank you so much. I appreciate that prime. Thank you so, so much. And thank you for watching. That's so nice of you. What happened with your chair? This is just my dressing gown. Just covering the chair. Just makes it comfy. This when I sweat, I stick to the chair because it's leather. So this is much better. That rhymed. And Ireland was great. Thank you very much. I think I came home with COVID though. I thought it was just like a light cold, like a sore throat and a runny nose, which then became COVID, which gave me like a migraine every day, I think. I think that's what gave me the migraines every day. It could be anything else. But it was good, thank you very much. It's always nice to go over and see my family, so thank you for asking. I think I've asked everything, haven't I?
Thanks for telling me about that.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
Just looking around.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Interesting. She was so nice. All of that though, and I didn't even buy a drink from her. That was kind of rude of me.
The Asari are how advanced? And this is what they do with it?
Aww.
Money is still power. Same old, same old. Doesn't seem like they're so far ahead, does it?
I mean, I don't think there's any need for that, my friend. Let's not get into race war.
Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Heck
I
yeah.
think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
It's
Yeah.
always the same thing. Ooh, she could get sick. She's vulnerable. I wonder what she looks like under the helmet.
You'll find someone out there who cares about you for who you are. Someone whose food you can eat.
Not really. I'm only sitting on it. I'm not like wrapped in it. Maybe a little, but I'm gonna sweat no matter what. So it's more comfortable not sticking to the chair. Right. So what we're actually trying to do. Let's do this. We've started this now, so let's just do it. Find out why she lied to Conrad, the weapons merchant. Who are we talking about? Is it the lady I spoke to? Because she's gone.
Volus, who is tired of being passed over for promotions because of discrimination against exosuit-wearing employees. Genetic paradigms invite
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says, I
Who?
own this room.
Who do I want to ask? I'm not sure where to go.
Are you shorting prefabs?
Why not? I did it after Eden Prime. Paid for new exosuits for my kids.
Shorting. You shorting stocks.
We were always told that Ilium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Signed the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company or walk down the wrong alley and it...
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colony attacks? They're going to see a ton of business.
He's talking about stonks. I've seen bits of Top Gear, but I've never watched it properly. No. Are you a big fan? Dude, they don't still do it, do they? Or it's not the same dudes anyway, if they do. You used to watch Top Gear in PE?
I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it. I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
Didn't like doing the teaching bit. Yeah, I had a teacher who I think he just understood that his class didn't matter because he taught religion. So he would just like put like educational documentaries on, or sometimes just movies. Everyone's got a teacher like that, don't they? Or had. Where to go? That's the question.
Sorry, I'm busy right now.
Alright, no problem. I'm not sure. I feel like you could kind of just walk off the building. Like there's nothing to stop you right there. That seems unsafe to me, but you know, I didn't design it. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe people on this planet are so happy that no one considers suicide. They still do it, but it's probably shit because the hosts are what made it good. Yes, it's not the same hosts. I forget all their names. It was like Richard Hammond.
I don't know. Some of them seem dangerous.
I feel bad for not remembering the other two.
More contract work for us.
There's an Amazon series, The Grand Tour. Ah, well, isn't it just? It's about cars, right? It's about driving. Fast.
Gateway weapons and armor good enough for Eclipse?
This might be.
I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
This might be who I need to speak to.
Can I help you with something?
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Werner. You told him that the Eternity Lounge was selling red sand.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is really dangerous. I should know. I'm an undercover cop. The deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
Shut up and listen. Alright, I guess we'll do this.
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, bitch. You do bad things. You get bad things in return. Ooh! Plus 20% health? You know it. You know I need that. Some machine gun damage. Power damage? Would I want that? It's quite cheap. Elva, you can make shit cheaper. I already did, I think. She said there was a discount. Now he owns a club or a pub. Makes his own gin. That's so wholesome. Happy for him. Mr. James May. It was your favorite? I don't remember him. Jeremy Clarkson, that's it. Punched someone on the show. Did he? That sounds like vaguely familiar. Infinite budget. He's very boomer energy. Yeah, he is boomer energy. I don't think I mind that much. I feel like it has some of that boomer charm in there too, but I get what you mean. So how did I wait? Yeah, because I just did a mission for Conrad. And she was like, and I did my Paragon, and I was all like pretending that I was gonna help her, and she was like, great, here is a discount. I assume the discount was for this. I don't know though. He punching this got fired. Well, maybe he shouldn't have punched. Like maybe he just simply should not have done the punch.
Oh, Blue Rose of Ilium. Let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
That was beautiful. Wow. He's gotta be the sweetest Krogan I've met. He's all about poetry, man. He's given me Forbidden West. Oh, I don't remember his name, but you know the guy from the missions where he does use the wordsmith. Him.
That's horrible.
That's so cute. I love the tough guy actually being the sweet guy. It's great. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I guess it's a trope. You know, soft or hard on the outside, soft on the inside. He's just a sweet man in a hard shell. And do quests for him? Or the girl who's writing that poetry for? I want it. I speak to everybody that I can, I think. He's a bit of a prick, like, grr, them damn liberals and their climate change. Oh, is he? I don't know. I don't know him very well, personally. You know, I've only met him a few times, only hung out once or twice, maybe. So I can't say for sure he ever brought that up with me, personally. Excuse me. Yeah, that sucks. Climate change is real. Maybe stop being a dickhead about it, sir. Politely. Is this the right way? Yeah, it is. Conrad. Lost in Ilium. It does seem it.
Tell it to the judge. My surveillance vids caught your extortion attempt from 4 different angles.
I was misled. I was told that you had agreed to sell.
Take her away before I have my bartender throw her out.
Heck yeah. We did some good old business. We fucked this bitch over. Comrade.
What happened? The undercover cop from the weapons kiosk just got arrested.
Yeah. Oh, I could be so mean. Yeah, actually, you blew her cover. It's all your fault. She was a fake too. Why is that Paragon to lie to him? Is it to make him feel good?
She wasn't a cop. She was a deep cover operative from a terrorist cell. I'd never have found her if not for you.
Really?
Oh.
You did a great job, Conrad.
Means
now
so much to
home.
him.
Let me take it from here.
Can do, Shepard. And thanks. It's really good to have you back.
Well, I really do hope that he's a happy lad after that.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just clean the bar.
I guess just a drink then.
Drink.
Sure. I'll set up a tab at the drink kiosk. Knock yourself out. Literally, if you want. Just don't drink anything for Turians or Quarians. Does nasty things to your insides.
How do I
saw
know?
Krogan drink a liquefied Turian on a dare 6 or 7 centuries back. Nobody came out of that one looking pretty.
What's it like being an Asari matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything
Is it
else.
actually though? I thought it was. I didn't think it would actually be renegade to have a drink.
Thanks for telling me about that.
Hi Freya, Volkov. How are you doing today? Tonight I'll adjust as her chair. Jamie dislikes Clarkson. I informed some people on the internet of James May's life. This is really good. This is a really good stream. What is this tweet? Wow, it just gets worse. Oh no, you can be talking about anything. I assume politics, but you can be talking about anything. Just anything. Absolutely anything. I can't imagine sitting on a chair with a fluffy thing over it. It soaks up the sweat. There's going to be sweat either way. The sink is doing creepy things. The sink is doing really creepy things. Someone should come and fix our sink. We had an issue with the sink tap where it would like keep like going loose because it wasn't like tightened properly, and they literally came back and tightened it on 3 separate occasions, and eventually they did it right. Me when I checked this month's electricity bill. You don't actually tell me, James. How would you even do that? You can't. I get that you're joking, but it's so funny because you've never once in your life seen a bill before. It all just happens for you, doesn't it, James? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, thinking about a joke like I'm being serious. Well, you're taking my joke serious now. I'm not picking it apart. I'm just like joking about your joke. I'm like, ha ha ha. Like you've ever seen a bill in your life. And then it just became, you know, a real point to make that you've never in your life seen a bill. Not even once. Not even once. I hate that. James is really upset. What should we do?
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
Okay, she's still waiting for someone. What should we do to make James feel better? Should I tell him I will never ever make another joke again? Pretending like you were serious. I think that I do get it too, because sometimes I think it's annoying as well. But like, I just think in that context, it was just like, it was just like such a throwaway one. Whereas I think it's annoying when someone makes a joke that stands on its own, like it's a proper joke, and then someone like makes a joke about the joke. Like I don't, there's like so many times where people will make a joke and people will be like, I mean, this one time where there's this person called Cherry Wallace and Jackmate, who's quite big now, like Jackmate, everyone knows, not everyone, most people know who he is, and like they were tweeting about something and he was joking about Cherry Wallace and tomatoes when whatever happened, maybe it was a logo or something, but it was actually cherries, right? And all the comments were like, ha ha ha, no, those are cherries. And then I remember I was like 13. I would never bother my ass replying to shit like this ever, but I replied to someone and I was like, that's the joke though? And then Cherry Wallace, who, I mean, no one even knows who she is, but like, she was friends with Emma Blackery, who maybe people still care about, I don't know. But I liked that group of people when I was like 13. And she quote tweeted me and she was like, looks like someone doesn't get the joke. And I still to this day don't understand why it was me that she bullied. I was like, ma'am, what? Like, I get that, like, my reply is just like, there's no point, because like, let people say whatever they want, doesn't fucking matter. But there's the other people who didn't get the joke because they were making a joke about what was clearly the joke. Like he knew that there was that it was meant to be cherries, but he said a joke about tomatoes because he thought because that's funny for some reason. I really don't even remember the joke at all. I just know that it was surrounding tomatoes and she was associated with cherries. And I still don't understand why she quote tweeted me. Why did she bully me and say I didn't get the joke? You don't get the joke? What? Why are you bullying me? Oh my god, all along, Cherry Wallace was Jamie? And she's been undercover, waiting for her moment to shine, to once again tell me I don't get the joke. I think that's the only bad interaction I've ever had with anyone, with like someone I looked up to on Twitter. I don't think I've ever had, because I used to, you know, it's so weird to me. I have Time Up. Everyone should have Time Up because it gives you all your old tweets and stuff. And it's great for being like, oh, delete, because it's so, I've got some stuff that I leave because it's like funny, embarrassing, but I got some stuff where I'm like, that's just cringe. That's a big amount of credits.
Oh, of course, I just need
Bless
to make
him.
a call.
So the thing is, right? I used to like YouTube a decent amount, and I watched the people I really liked was Luke Is Not Sexy, and I quite liked Emma Blackery. I think I kind of liked Joe Sugg a little bit. But I didn't really watch. I didn't like Marcus Butler or like any of the others. I think I kind of like Casper Lee. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I used to go around. I used to go around tweeting them, like replying to stuff, like not constantly or anything, but like enough that it's like weird because I don't remember caring about them enough to tweet about them. Did you know that coffee beans come from within coffee cherries? That's not real. You're lying. Those are lies. But I actually don't really know how you acquire coffee beans. I know you grow them, but do you just pluck them? Like, or do they actually grow inside something? Like, I actually don't know. I was slightly before that time. Did you grow up with anybody on YouTube? I didn't. I do remember being, I do remember when I found out who Emma Blackery was. And what's wild is I know she had less subscribers at the time than James has now, or like this, like than Ethan has now. Like, that's really cool that people that I looked up to and thought were like really cool and famous had like smaller followings than like my friends do now, which is really cool to think about. I grew up with Dan and Phil. Oh, Dan and Phil were around at the same time though. There was like Tyler Oakley as well. The reason I bring up Tyler Oakley is because I remember liking I probably watched 2 of his videos. They got views. Also, I guess like the difference is at the time it was harder because it would have been a smaller platform and it would have grown a lot more. And anyway, but Grace Helbig, yeah, I remember her as well. But I remember her, but I don't know if I actually watched her. I feel like I might have a little bit. And I know I watched Tyler Oakley only a teeny tiny bit, but I just like it came up in my time hop that I like had tweeted him about something or just like been like, haha, blah, 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 to one of his tweets. And I was like, that's so wild because I have no memory of actually caring about him or wanting to interact with him for any reason. Nothing wrong with him. I just mean like I wasn't a big fan. I don't know who that is. Just he was a YouTuber back in the day. He's probably like 34 now. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Because he wasn't like one of the teenage ones at the time. I'm pretty sure he was like a young adult. Tobuscus. Yeah, I never watched Tobuscus. I never watched gaming stuff. The only gaming YouTuber I watched was Lasers. I liked the Minecraft videos. But you know, I just like on that like little topic, it's so like I keep seeing people complaining on TikTok that you don't get paid enough for TikTok views, and if you just were on YouTube you would get paid so much more for it. And this is people who are obviously trying to earn money off TikTok, and I respect that, and I think, you know, that's tough, and like I sympathize that it is really hard to earn money on TikTok because they do pay so little. But also, you cannot simply make a 1-minute video and get 1 million views on YouTube, but you can on TikTok. I mean, that it kind of annoys me a little bit because people almost like some TikTokers who are like trying to make it. And I've never seen any like really big TikTokers say it. Maybe it's because they do make a decent amount of money, but it's always like these sort of like small influencer TikToks, and they're always like, TikTok does not pay as much as YouTube. Like if you made a video on YouTube and you got 1 million views, you would get so much more money. It's like, yeah, because it's so much harder to get views on YouTube. The videos are so much longer. I think the big thing for me is like, you cannot simply transfer over to YouTube and get the same amount of views as you can on a TikTok. Like the fact that like Bella Poarch in like a couple of years gained like 50 million followers, I think that in itself tells you that TikTok is nothing like YouTube. Like, to consider that PewDiePie has I don't know how many subscribers he has, but when he got to 50 million, that would have been after years and years and years. And he was at least the biggest YouTuber on the entire platform. So I think that's because every follower on TikTok, like people who don't even upload TikToks get followers. It's wild. That's what I mean. It's like followers mean like nothing on TikTok versus YouTube. And I'm not saying that like you're huge on YouTube if you have like 100 subscribers, but like 1 million views on YouTube is so much harder to get and so much more like it makes sense in terms of money as well, because it's obviously going to have loads of ads on it. Yeah, they barely serve ads on TikTok. The same reason YouTube Shorts don't pay very well. They don't serve ads on them. Yeah, like, I think what people, like, what TikTokers need to look at if they're comparing is if you uploaded all of your TikToks to YouTube Shorts instead, or to, like, Instagram Reels instead. Then you can compare, because to me that is the same principle. There's short videos that are probably not going to have any ads before or after them. They might. You never know. But, like, it's so different than YouTube. Like, if you upload like a 10-minute video on YouTube, you can have like 3 ads in there, and you can also have 30-second non-skippable ads and stuff, or even just 5-second non-skippable ads, or 5-second skippable ads. But on TikTok, you'll just be scrolling, and then just like every like 5 to 10 videos, you'll get just a pop-up. It's an ad, and it's a bit annoying, but like you just scroll past so quickly that you probably don't even see what they're advertising, because it's like, why, like, if I was advertising, I certainly would not feel that my money was worth going on a TikTok, going on a TikTok ad. I mean, advertising via influencers on TikTok and YouTube, to me, like, that's a different game. I think that you can absolutely compare that, because you're still doing an ad and having a big reach. But I think ad revenue, of course you're not going to get as much money, because like anyone these days sort of blows up on TikTok. Like, it's so common to see people with 1 million followers on TikTok, but like 1 million followers on YouTube, well, subscribers on YouTube is like crazy. It's like, wow, that's really big. Like, you've really made it. But on TikTok, it's like, yeah, that's still sick and that's still big, but like they've acquired that in like 4 months. So it's clearly it isn't the same level, but I still think it's cool. Like, it's super cool. If you have 1 million followers on TikTok, that's sick. But monetarily, it's definitely not gonna equivalent, is it? I can't believe you met up with that kid. Why? Who? Supposedly Twitter's CPM is insanely high. Oh yeah, Twitter does like you can super like people on Twitter or something. No, that's a Tinder thing. Super like. You can super follow people. I can't email that kid. I'm canceling you. God damn it! How did you guys find out? I don't understand though. How do you get paid for Twitter CPM? Is it just the super following, or do you mean like actually just tweeting for a living? I don't understand it. How do what features Tinder has? I, for the last 3 years, have been using Tinder every evening between the hours and 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. It's the reason I'm tired all the time. That's the truth. I obsessively look through pictures of not men, actually women, and I just cry because I'm not them. And also I pay. Then you can actually pay for Tinder. I pay like a really big subscription, and every single month I use all my super likes on the prettiest ladies that I want to become. Yeah, so that's how I know. That's the truth. So welcome to Buska video where he's talking about meeting Kyle Rittenhouse and playing Nerf with him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was really weird. I saw bits of that. That was really fucking weird. They were making another joke when he said that's why I'm tired all the time, and it came out of left field. Oh! No. Whoa. No, this is purely platonic relationships that I have with these women, James. I friend zone them immediately, don't worry. It's brave of you to admit. I know, I just thought like it's easier to admit it to James when I'm not like face to face with him. And I'm on stream, so he can't fucking murder me live on stream. I've bought myself another couple of hours to live. CPM applies to ads on videos as well, so not super follows. So how do you even monetize Twitter? How do they what's the Twitter Ow! That hurt. What's the Twitter monetization criteria? Super follows is like a Patreon but for tweets, which sounds bad, but I feel like if you really like someone, it's kind of cute that you can get just like exclusive tweets, and I think it's really cheap. I saw a 50-second video on like 80k views. Made $500 for 50-second video with 80k views. Alright, time to move to Twitter, everybody. If you are a content creator, it's time to start putting your content on Twitter. That's wild. I guess Twitter isn't for media so much as it's for tweets. So I guess it makes sense that there would be, you know, less people to share in the pot of sponsorship money. That's a lot though. That's a lot. 80. I think what's really thrown me is not the 80k views, because even though $500 for 80k views is a lot, it's also the 50 seconds. Like, because that's the whole thing on YouTube is generally speaking, you could have a video with like a lot of views and a video with a lot less views, but if the video with a lot less views is a lot longer, you might even make as much, if not more money. Among Us. It's way better than YouTube. I think it's because barely anyone is eligible for ads. So you have to be verified, but is it just verified that you have to be? And you just like, you start raking it in every time you get a big clip on Twitter? That's insane. Very, very insane. I need to find Samara. And we'll speak to Liara about the assassino. Sorry. I'm sorry for saying that. Excuse me. Right, so I think we have not made any progress this stream. It's been bad. I'm sorry. And also, hi Pedro, because YouTube likes this sweet watch time, whatever it takes to keep you on YouTube as long as possible. Hi Barty, you're welcome in. Hello to you. Yeah, and also I feel like it's not saturated with media on Twitter, whereas it would definitely be saturated on YouTube. Quite saturated. I feel like YouTube is like the happy medium of all of them, where like the potential to get views is more reasonable than like, I don't know, like an Instagram. Like I don't know how people grow on Instagram. To me it feels like the Instagram algorithm would be really weird to grow with. I feel like YouTube makes more sense to me. But then you got TikTok, which is like crazy for growth, but also probably completely terrible for retention, and no one actually gives a fuck about you. I saw a TikTok. I'm so sorry. I just sometimes when I have things to talk about, I need to just talk about them, because otherwise we get boring stream where I just play game, and actually that's not what streams are about. I saw TikTok, and it was someone saying that, I don't know if it was themselves, or if they were talking about someone else, but there was like, you know, like VidCon, right? And all those like meetups. There was some sort of meetup event going on, and there were like really big TikTok creators there, like ones with like millions of followers. I don't know if she was one or not, but she was saying that it's really crazy how the queues for these people, there were just none. There were like no queues. No one wanted to meet any of these TikTokers. Whereas back in the day, I mean, you'd be waiting for so long just to meet your favorite YouTuber. Like, think of VidCon probably in like, what, 2014? You would have crazy queues of so many people just wanting to meet the YouTubers. And I was like, that's a great observation. I think not only, like, I like TikTok. Don't get me wrong. I actually do like TikTok. I think it's good, and I think there is good content on there. There's also shit, but I think it's good mostly. And I think it's crazy that it's sad, but you can blow up so quick on TikTok, but you can also absolutely just fall into absolute obscurity, and no one will ever remember you so quick, just as quickly. That's what's so weird to me, because I just like, and it makes sense. It makes sense because when you're only interacting with someone for like a minute, and that minute is not even them talking, it's like you're interacting with them because they're doing something visually interesting, and you're just like, oh, this is entertainment. It's so passive. You're not engaged. You're not interested in this person. You don't care about them as a person. Whereas when you watch YouTubers, and I think especially like vlogger style YouTubers, it's about them. It's about their personality. And I think that has so much more long-term retention. And also it has so much more, like, just so much more potential to engage. Which is why I think some TikTokers, like, will actually have will actually be famous in terms of, like, have people who actually care about them and want to meet them and stuff like that. But I think the ones that, like I was saying before, like, you could have 1 million followers on TikTok but no one actually cares about you, which is really sad for those people that are in that situation a little bit, because, like, you know, you have got a following but also they don't really care, which is why I think a lot of them are trying to transition into YouTube, or at least start up YouTube so that they can build a more like long-term following, I guess. But I thought that was really interesting. No one wants to even meet them, you know. She's a broken woman. Elva has no accent. I know. I wish I did. I think I love, but thank you so much, Esteem. It's the red hair and accent that do it for me. I'm so glad. I love when people mention that I sound Irish and that God, I just out the corner of my eye thought I saw like an object move in the background of the camera. I didn't. It's okay. We're fine. But I love when people point that out because I wish my accent was stronger, but I moved to stupid England and I got stupid English family and stupid English partner and stupid English friends and stupid English job. I've been living in stupid England for like stupid 3 years. Stupid 3 years living in this stupid England. And they stole my identity. I was also the woman who announces the stops on the London Underground. Yes, I do. I have the strongest English accent of Jamal. I like Sore Shades. Thank you for using it. People don't use my emotes enough. Why don't we use my emotes more? I'm fucking sick of the fact that no one seems to want to actually partake in the cute emotes I have. I mean, there's so many fun ones. Like, look at these. Look at these. Look. This is only a follower emote as well, I think. Like, Sore Thirst. That's funny. Well, it's not Wisconsin accent. That is for sure. Someone did once ask me if I was American, though, which was weird. I just noticed I'm on 201.1k points. What the fuck? Are you really? That's a lot. Cannons Park, Queensbury, Kingsbury, Wembley Park, Neasden, Dollis Hill, Willesden Green. Mind the gap between the platform and the train. That's not really what she sounds like, but you're welcome. Right, sorry, game. I didn't know where to go. Oh, she's here again.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari.
Ooh!
Ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
You love nailing Asari? Excuse me? Would you like nailing Shepards also?
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on Noveria anyway?
Scholarship program and a competitive internship. Turned out I was only
her
middling at the
eyes
science,
are not
but
good.
I could always ferret out secrets.
God,
You
she's
grow up
not
poor
good.
And surrounded by rich kids, you get good at hiding yourself. Helps with going undercover.
Aww.
What's up next for you?
Research. We've had some hacking attacks lately, and I want to make sure they're external. A lot of people are suddenly interested in dark energy. My bosses want to know if it's something to worry about. That'll hold me over until I have to go back undercover anyway.
Must be hard going undercover so often.
It's not so bad. Go new places, be new people. The only weird part is when you go home and try to talk to people, and you forget how to react. Like it's another cover, you know?
Ooh. Yeah, that's tough.
Deep down, part of you likes fooling people. That's what makes you good at it.
Part of me, yeah. I grew up poor and working class. Now I walk around the rich and powerful, taking notes, getting evidence.
Good for you.
And they never see me coming.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard.
Yeah,
See you
she's
around.
cool. I don't feel like we knew much about her before that chat, so that's cool. Meow, meow, meow. Nothing feels better than the inside of a cat. Oh, no, James. I actually have no idea. Why do you have to ruin my dreams? Instead of trading cellular material directly like other biological organisms, Asari reproduce by melding, linking their nervous systems with their partners using their biotic abilities and utilizing the electrical pattern of their partner's system to provide a template for half the DNA of their resulting child. That is so cool. Wow. No matter which race Asari mate with, the kid is always Asari. Yeah, because that bartender was telling us about her Krogan dad. And I was like, how? But that makes more sense. How do you link in with a non-Asari though? Because the non-Asari shouldn't have the ability to I'm gonna mate with an Asari for science. Only for science though, Jamie. None of that true love kind of stuff, you know. Where have I not been? Because I've kind of been, about and about, you know, I've been about. I don't fucking know where to go, bro. I'm unsure. What is this? I've been in here over. Oh, it's nothing. Administration. I've been up here too. What's in here?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive.
Oh god, her eyes.
Shepard, Nixeris, hold my calls. Shepard.
Aww.
My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
You have sources now?
A few. Sources, contacts, even a hired missile. I've been working as an information.
She just has a twitch, she's fine.
It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back, gunning for the collectors with Cerberus.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of.
Her eyes are really being weird. It's only these two though. I haven't noticed anybody else's eyes being weird. So it's just women. Women have weird eyes. I'm one of them. What things do you need help? Then give me intel. I don't know.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No.
Okay, I think Shepard's eyes are doing it too.
2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
That would help me a great deal. Twitter is so fucking weird sometimes. Can I put this on stream or not? I can, it's just people kissing. So it says, I love this study because it invokes primal reactions in people. They are the couple everyone wishes they were in high school. They represent the summon of popularity and success. Those who fall short this ideal cannot help but feel the sting of envy. A mirror into your soul. Wait, but I kind of get what they're saying. This is like the American, like this is like the teenage American dream. Is like being the cheerleader with the football. Do you guys football player? Like it's like every fucking high school teen movie ever. So I get what they're saying, but it's got a bit fucking weird. Those who fall short cannot help but feel the sting of envy. A mirror into your soul. It invokes a primal reaction. That is a weird tweet though. It can't be denied that was a bit weird. Don't agree so soon. Read the rest. Oh, it's a thread. Oh, okay. Hang on. I just thought that in itself is like a weird take. A weird way to look at it. But I was like, yeah, people be jealous. Even like adults who didn't have this when they grew up and maybe aren't happy in their life would be jealous if they saw this maybe. They're like, oh, that's what I wanted when I was a kid and I've never had it. But there's more. The thing that really makes people so obsessed about this photo is how effortless it all is. These two are born into success. Neither had to work hard to become who they are. They just are. That unreachable ideal to most, yet they are so without effort. Rage invoking. Now, it's almost like he is the grown adult that wanted this as a kid, and he is the one that's looking at a literal, like, 16-year-old cheerleader and a 16-year-old football player and thinking to himself, he's thinking, these people are born into success. Because we all know that the footballers in high school, they go on to be famous and rich. All of them. And the cheerleaders too, they go on to be famous and rich. It's so weird. I mean, the thing is, in Ireland or England, we don't have this culture of, like, the football player. I don't know, I've never had, there was never any couples that I looked at that were like this, where they're like, oh, they're that couple, like the it couple. But there were couples that, like, everyone was like, oh, they're like the cool couple. But, like, it wasn't in the same way. Like, I think Americans are a bit fucking weird. Like, Americans definitely think high school is everything. Not all Americans, but this one definitely thinks that high school is everything. You know, no details. What? This is so pretentious. You know no details. Yet you can tell that she's the girl you dreamt of dating back in high school. The girl you fantasized about when you were alone in your room. And if you're a girl, you just know he is the popular guy that made you all giddy. Dating him, your unfulfilled dream. That's what I just said. Maybe in the US. It does not really... The US is really weird like that. I do feel like it's maybe the actual culture, but also the rest of the world. When we think of America, we do genuinely think you guys are obsessed with high school and your life just goes downhill afterwards. Because every high school movie is, like, so mature compared to, like, what you would expect to see in, like, America or English schools, Irish schools. Like, in America, it's like everyone acts like they're adults. It's weird. It's like everyone peaks in high school in America, but in the rest of the world, we're like, oh yeah, that was a bit of a laugh, I guess, but now I'm living my real life. I feel like in English and Irish culture, to me personally, I would say, like, peak of your life is probably your 20s. I think a lot of people would say, like, your 20s is good because where, like, you're learning who you are, you're settling into life. And you're like you're probably like traveling because you're not, like, super serious about settling down or anything, just doing cool things, just living, just vibing, figuring out life. This is so weird. Why on earth is he taking this so weirdly? They represent something. This man thinks he is, like, a philosopher. Look at the way he's like space. Enter. Neither had to work hard to become who they are. They just are. Enter. Like, it's so pretentious. Him being a football player and her being a cheerleader are irrelevant. You've missed the point, sir. No, what we're saying, sir, is that high school is not the peak of life and success. And no, a 16-year-old football player and cheerleader, they are actually, believe it or not, they are not at the height of their careers and their lives. They're so weird. Like, I think, you know what, this would have been really good tweet if instead of all of this, he just said, like, oh, remember when you were a kid in high school and you would have seen this couple, you would have been like, oh, dang, they're cool. That's, like, more accurate to me. High School Musical, I'll say no more. High School Musical is definitely warped as fuck. That warps your view of high school as well. I think all movies do. And I can't speak to for sure because I've never done American school. But they definitely make it seem, like, so over the top. Whereas, like, in real life, like, bullying does happen, but bullying isn't, like, shoving people in trash cans and everyone laughs about. Bullying is, like, really low key and very, like, sly, and it's worse almost in some ways. That, at least in the UK and Ireland. I'm gay, this is not a mirror into my soul. You know, it was so funny because the whole time I was looking at that picture, I was like, if this was a picture of a gay couple, you could definitely argue that it would invoke anger. And then that would be a better tweet, because then you could talk about why simply seeing love when it's love that you don't agree with fucking makes you angry, because that's really dumb and you're a fucking moron. Like, that's what crossed my mind, because I was like, that would be like an interesting tweet, because then that would be in with a purpose. But this tweet is just fucking weird. He's like, oh, you see this and you just have envy. I'll agree to this before reading the whole thing. Well, I just thought it was just one tweet that was a bit weird. You never romanticized school in England? Yeah, you could, that's the word. They seem to really romanticize American school. They act like, you know, being a cheerleader is like the be all and end all. Being a footballer is the be all and end all. I really like, in Euphoria, there's this character who is a high school footballer, and his story begins when he is leaving high school and getting into colleges, and I think he does, I don't remember if he gets in on a scholarship or not, but he gets to college and he says, there's this one line which is like, he says, I got there and I looked around me and everybody was good. Everyone was as good as me, if not better. And that's the reality, is like all of these high school footballers are not going to become real footballers who end up with like loads of money and success and all of this stuff. Like, it's just a sport that like no one can make it in. Like only a very small percentage of people will make it in, which it's sad. But like this man's like, he's successful. As for cheerleading, like where does that go? I watched Cheer on Netflix, which is like, makes way more sense, is that cheer is an actual sport, but they always romanticize cheerleaders as just like pretty girls who dance, like who shake around the pom-poms and stuff, but it seems like cheer is like an actual really cool serious sport. And it's just like, again, like I think it's like American TV and movies have romanticized their own culture to the point that like it's maybe even convinced Americans that the best days of their life is school. But yeah, you could definitely not romanticize school in England. Sure, rich kids from 1920 Oxford or something. Even in Heartstopper, school is fucking awful. Yeah, Heartstopper is a really good representation of high school, where it's not like this really dramatic wild bullying. It's this really horrible passive bullying. And I think that is so much more realistic, at least within like UK and Ireland. Heartstopper does a really good job on it. Not become a Twitter person myself. It's the end of their fucking life. Yeah, that's kind of sad though. People who think that, I do feel sad for, because if you think the best days of your life are over, that fucking sucks. That must feel like very gloomy. People used to first time to the cafeteria. Bullying in the UK is mainly name calling and ostracizing. Yeah, exactly. And it's also like, it's so sly as well. It's sometimes it's behind people's backs, and it's the weirdest form of bullying is people pretending to be nice and then laughing about it. Like the worst thing is like people pretending to be nice to like someone who's neurodivergent or something, and then they'll just be like, haha, that's so funny. Did you see they believed that I wanted to talk to them? Like, that is the worst. That is probably the worst. And I have to say, I didn't see much of that in school. I think the one thing, I think people who were like, everyone knew like had a disability, people were actually quite nice to them. But there were people who probably had like autism or something like that, and it wasn't like made known to anyone, because I mean it's none of our business, but you could kind of tell. And I think at the time no one really realized, and they would just like make fun of things that they would do, which is really sad looking back on it. And I think that was a big one, is probably making fun of people who ended up probably having autism. I don't know for sure, but that's how it seemed to me. Bullying for me was people stealing my bag and launching it over the top walkway. Even that I didn't see a lot of, but people definitely do pick on the smaller kids and do shit like that, where it's just like, it feels really horrible. It almost ended up on the roof numerous times. I remember one dude used to rub his ass on all my stuff. What the fuck? That is so fucked up. Fights don't happen in school. They happen in parks after school. Yeah, there's never a fight in school. actually, very occasionally, but it's never anything dramatic. It's just like someone slapped someone or someone pushed someone. When's your next video? The girls' fights happened in school. You know what? I'm thinking back, and I think there were more girl fights than boy fights in school. Kai, thank you.
Of course. And school sucks.
I'll give Sora the $2.50. I'll buy him another goose. I got him a goose toy, and he's scared of it because instead of squeaking, it like makes like a honking noise. But I love it because I'll point it at him and I'll make the honking noise, and he'll be like. He'll freak out, but then he'll attack it when it stops honking. Thank you again so much, Akai, for using your Prime on me. That means a lot to me. And school does fucking suck. If you're still in school, just, you know, get through it. You'll be happy when it ends. Yeah, the boys would wait till after. The girls are just in it for the drama. We did have one fight where a guy fought this girl. Ooh, now that is unusual. It was funny. Barty writing AC. Maybe not in hindsight, but it was funny at the time. Fights were always funny. They were definitely more funny than they were serious. Whereas I feel like, again, America, is this real or is this just TV? Where it feels like TV portrays fights as like this really serious thing. Like two boxers like stepping up to each other in the ring. It's like, guys, they're kids. Neither of them are gonna do anything. There's never any like proper fights. Not probably only rarely. She scratched his neck and he punched her in the face. Wow. I mean, I'm here for equality. But I do have to say, like, a neck scratch versus a face punch feels a little bit of a step up. But I wasn't there. I can't speak. The most I ever did violence. The most I ever did violence-wise was slapped a guy that asked me to slap him. That is fantastic. Girls grabbing each other's hair. I mean, I don't even remember that. I remember the one I remember is a girl pushing another girl into a locker. That was the height of drama. Do you know, that just reminded me, the worst thing I've ever did to another person, which I felt awful about after. I was at summer camp. I was like probably, what, 10 or 11? And it was at my cousin's primary school, which was a different primary school than the one I went to, and I was like a year or two older than her. And I went to this summer camp with her, and there was this boy there that I've kind of like sort of known, like not close with, but kind of knew since like childhood. I definitely had like a crush on him, like a low-key crush where it was like, I didn't like him, but I did. And then obviously the way I show it is by being mean. Of course, we all know this. This is girl with crush 101. Anyway, we were doing an activity one day where we had water balloons, and we were having a water balloon fight or something like that, I think. And that was all like supervised and stuff. And whatever happened, he threw one at me, and obviously I tried to get him back, but I couldn't. And then I think the water balloon fight ended, and then I went back into the classroom. I got a bottle of water, and actually looking back, this isn't even that bad. This is just funny. But I got a bottle of water, and then I walked out, and like obviously the water balloon fight had ended, so it was a bit out of context. But like, I walked out and I just dumped the bottle of water over his head, and we all laughed. We thought it was really funny because I was annoyed. I was like, you hit me with a water balloon, I didn't get you back, so I'm gonna put water over your head. And it was a fucking like 500 milliliter bottle of water. Like, it was no big deal. It was gonna dry off in a few minutes. It'd be fine. It was no big deal. But with the people who were running the camp, they were so upset with me. They had me like stand out. I'm pretty sure they either said they would call my parents or they did. And they were like, you have to go and say sorry, and like you could get kicked out of the camp for this. And I was like, oh no. And I remember being not only so sorry, but so mortified. But like, that's one of the few things where looking back, that actually isn't that embarrassing. That's just funny, I think. You remember me of something mentioning lockers? A supervised water balloon fight. I don't know why you're defending yourself like we all think this is a bad thing. I'm defending it because my poor 11-year-old self thought that I was a terrible person and was so upset and embarrassed by it. I don't know why I thought it was embarrassing, but I did. I guess because I had the attention on me. I've never liked attention being on me. And then like getting in trouble for it, I guess I just felt really like upset over it. But it was really worth it because he thought it was funny. He was fine. Everyone was fine. We all thought it was funny. Oh, I almost got kicked out of the camp for it though. That's so fucking funny. Camps are fucking horrendous. Do you know what? I wouldn't go to an overnight camp, but like I went to a couple of daytime camps. Oh, this is awakened another memory of bullying. But it's like so low-key and I deserved it. I really did deserve it. I went to like a hurling camp and it was boys and girls and we were all queued up, like taking turns, like taking shots at the goals. And I remember being in the queue and there are these two boys, they're probably each a year or two older than me. I mean, I was probably like 10 and he was like 12. And I remember I went through a little phase of plaiting my hair and putting colored wool in the plait. So like a little plait and it's just got this little pink bit of wool, a little bit of wool sticking out the end where the bubble is tied. I just was being quirky and cute. And I just remember them being like, why is there wool in your hair? And I was shattered. I was like, what about it? And I just remember them laughing at me. And it felt really horrible. Someone had to say it. Well, I did like camps though, overall. I do remember liking them. Although I never really had friends. I don't remember having friends or like having, like, yeah, I didn't really have a lot of friends. So it's like, I think I liked the camp, but I didn't necessarily like the, everything else. Anyway. So basically one year we made these like floats, which we let go on the first, on the first floor and see if an egg would survive the trip. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I don't think, did I ever do this? But like, yeah, like you're meant the experiment to like see if you could keep it, let it land safely. It's like a science thing. And my friend Chloe kept her egg. She stored it in her locker for weeks. And one day she went to get some stuff from it and opened it. And it was hit with the most rotten smell. And then she launched it out of her locker with a slap down the hole and people were screaming. Kids are so dramatic too. Like the screaming over a rotten egg. Like that actually is so funny though. But like everyone would freak out over things that are just like mildly a bit weird or a bit like but just not nice. But that's so funny. Who had to clean it up? Was it the poor janitors? Their jobs are tough. If I'd have done that and they'd called my mum, she would have given them an earful of Julia Wolfers True Mind. Well, I was being a bully. I poured water over someone's head. And I'm pretty sure the water balloon fight, like it didn't get, no one got soaked, but I'm pretty sure he got more soaked than anybody else because of the water bottle that I poured on his head. So like, it's like I probably shouldn't have, really. But yeah, it's all just in good fun. I don't think they did actually call my mum. I think they just threatened me. A daytime camp? I thought you meant like taking shots. Yes. Not even at 12, but at 10, my friend. At 10, we were taking shots. I was in the queue for my next shot of vodka. I went to 1.5 month day camp. Never had. I've been more. There's your problem though. 6 weeks. Normally the camps we go to are a week or two long. 6 weeks is a big no. That's a lot. Have to have an egg PTSD. It's not being a fucking bully. That's having a laugh. Surely nobody's that sensitive. I don't know. I just think they must have seen it as like I, out of context, just dumped water over someone's head. But like the context is we were friends and he thought it was funny and it was, so there is context there. But do you know, in hindsight, I'm thinking about it. And I know I was annoyed at him for some reason. It's probably because I did get hit with a water balloon. But I'm not entirely sure if it was a water balloon fight or if we were just playing with water balloons and throwing them at a wall. Because this is what they do in the camps is I'm pretty sure part of it was that there was a target on the wall and you would just throw water balloons at it. So I am considering if maybe he didn't actually get a water balloon thrown at me, but more like I don't know, like took the last one, something like that. I don't know. I once went to one of those residential trips with school, and I hated it so much I never did another one. I had teachers being in charge of me and being around people in my class on a holiday, like they're meant to be fun, not an extension of school. Yeah, I think the fun in those is if you have friends. No offense. I'm talking about me too. That's why I would never have gone, is I think if I'm gonna pay all the money to go on a trip, I want to go on my terms with people I actually like, people that actually like me. I want to have fun and do what I want. Like, being supervised by teachers is really weird. But I think, to be fair, like, the teachers aren't really a big problem. I think they normally are pretty chill on trips. Because that's the fun of it, isn't it? Is people are always like, oh, like, this teacher is so chill on the trip. I don't like them either. We went to, like, day trips. Like, man, I went to a Christian primary school. We went to a day trip to this place and it was just religion. It was religion. We had, a group where you would, like, write, I don't know, I don't remember what we were writing, but you had to write something down, and then, like, or be quiet and meditate, and then you would, pretty sure there was singing. There was a point where they were, like, bringing everybody in group by group, and they were teaching us all these songs that we would then perform together, and lovely, beautiful religious songs. We went walking around a forest for some reason. It was weird. They called it a retreat. It was not a treat. But yeah, they're meant to be fun. I agree. They normally are. They normally are if you have some friends to be friends with. Like in primary school, I definitely would have liked trips so much more. Any of the day trips we did, I had a good time with because I had like a best friend. I had like a couple of best friends. I was friends with like loads of people in primary school, and then just in secondary school, I had a group of friends, and like, you know, they're all nice and everything, but I don't think they really liked me that much. I don't think anyone got on with me like super well. No one really wanted to talk about anything. I wasn't really interested in the stuff they would talk about, and I think I just felt like they all secretly hated me, because they probably did. That's what we're like in secondary school. Everyone secretly hates each other. You'd like one person would leave the group and they'd start saying something about that person who just left. Like, you know, anytime you were with someone alone, and I'm not saying I didn't do it at all, but I definitely tried not to as much. But like, girls just bitch about their friends all the time. And I think in like adult friendships, it's probably not as bad. I would think it's probably definitely not as bad. But in secondary school, I definitely would have enjoyed trips. I would have just felt like I was, like the fifth or sixth. My group was big, so I would have been like the ninth wheel. And there's so many experiences where like, you would be in a queue to get something and no one would wait with you, they'd just leave. Or like, you know, you'd be walking to a class and there'd be 3 of you and 2 people would walk together and you just have to trail behind them. Stuff like that feels really horrible. If you've never experienced that, which I feel like most people at some point have experienced that, if you haven't, you are in the top 1% of people in school. I was on a lot of residential trips. I liked them. Maybe you had friends. I had plenty of friends. I just hated crossing trips with school. Yeah, I think you maybe just a bit weird. Because if you have friends, for the most part, it's fun. And even if the teachers are being dickheads, like, you can laugh about it. Press F for friends. I'd rather go by close family, not having teachers guide you around. No, I agree. I think a lot of the trips you go on, though, are ones you would not go on with your family. Like, they're just, like, fun days or just this and that. Like, I definitely wouldn't have ever had the opportunity to go to America with my school, and I wouldn't have wanted to. That's definitely a trip I'd rather have with family and friends. So much religious stuff as a kid, it's kind of wild. Woohoo! Christians unite! Well, hey, were you a Protestant or a Catholic? I was Catholic. Once we were a little older, we'd go on a trip to get there. Teachers would go, well, there you go, fuck off and come back by 5. Yeah, it was nice in secondary school that we went to Dublin once to see a show as part of English. My English teacher is my favourite. He was amazing. He literally just was like, just meet back here in an hour. And we all just like wandered off in like Dublin City, which is nothing like London City, but it's still, it's one of the big Irish cities. We just walked around and we did like some shopping and stuff. And that's cool because they give you a lot more independence when you're actually capable of taking care of yourself. Taking trips is fine, but I hated staying overnight because at night I wanted to be alone and chill out. Yeah, I can't say that I'd ever been on an overnight trip with my school, and I think that is really weird and a recipe for not good. Go to sing in choir in fucking cathedrals? Hell yeah. Yeah, we did that too. I don't know about you, but the price was also an issue in these kind of trips. The school never participated in the cost. No, they never do. No, the only reason it might be cheaper to go at school than with your family is because when the school bulk books it, they'll give them a discount to make it more affordable. School never pays. And I guess I don't know if, I mean, ideally in a good country, we would be able to pay for our children to have nice lives and not have that come down to how wealthy their parents are. But hey, I guess it's not an essential cost that the school would have to pay for, and schools are already underfunded. So I guess I'm not that surprised. But the thing is, like, I think it is good in terms of price-wise. It's good if you have friends. It's good if you're actually interested in going. But I also think James is maybe just you just didn't like it. That's fine. But staying overnight and sharing rooms with other people, yeah, that is not it for me. I couldn't have done that. I think I would have probably. I know I would have felt so on the outside if I'd gone on any of the secondary school trips for sure. Trips to Italy, US, etc. They definitely didn't do trips to the US, but in our school, like, we would do like in all Ireland, you would do like French exchange, but I did German. But they would do French exchange, and I remember everyone saying that they went by ferry, and it was like hours and hours on a fucking ferry, and everyone was sick. That sounds horrid. Just as bad. Albatross, I mean, take Tokyo on the back is just as bad. As adults, I think my experience, I mean, my only adult female friends have been women a decent bit older than me that I work with, who I wouldn't say I'm like super close with, but there's a few that I'm like close enough with that I've never really felt that way about, where I don't really feel that they would bitch about me. And then all of my friends through the community, anyone that I would have over at my house through the community, I've 100%, like, those are, I would 100% feel comfortable to say that I doubt that they bitch about me behind my back, which is a big thing to say when I was so used to knowing for a fact that like half of the girls I was friends with in secondary school definitely would have not liked me and talked shit behind my back and made fun of me for things. Yeah, but I don't think that's just a me thing. I don't consider myself like, I was bullied. Like, I also didn't help myself because I felt that way, and then also didn't involve myself in actually doing friend things. Like, I never wanted to do anything outside of school with them. So, you know, it's not entirely, it's not like it's not on me at all. But I just think that's like that's definitely the vibes I get with all female friendships. But I think they get a lot better as you get older because you get more honest with each other instead of bitching behind each other's back. If there's a problem, you would be more likely to just say it. When you're in a 3-person friendship with 2 other girls, you inevitably become the third wheel. Oh my god, Jamie, when you are a girl who is in a 3 friendship with 2 other girls, you still become the third wheel. So you and me both, queen. I like spending time with friends, but I almost like my life to be separate. It's confusing to explain, I guess, but to me that's, I don't know, maybe. I mean, you've been on a lot of good holidays with your family. I've only ever been to like Spain. Do you know, like the kind of like the little holidays? I hadn't done like a lot of big holidays or anything with my family. I went on a day trip to Canterbury. Cost peanuts. Was a nice day. My only time in England though. A day trip? What country did you come from? I was Catholic too. Part was for me. I was going to coach. The exam once they just randomly asked for prayer, which I fucked up. So, a part of your exam was to say a prayer. That's so weird. I'm coaching all my life, I guess, unless I'm actually really close with someone. School paid for the majority. Trips would never be more than 10 euros for everything. Wow. I mean, if it's like a day trip out, that's, yeah, 10 over the bus. That would be the same here, I think. So I don't like to make friends because people are so high maintenance. I can't provide that to anyone. Too busy as a person. I need people to who will always be friends but don't require attention. Yeah, like Luke is a bit of a friend like that, where we always know he'll be there for us and we'll be there for him, but we don't see him ever or talk to him a huge amount. But he's a really close friend and we'll always care about. But yeah, I guess Luke's a low maintenance friend. I hate that because, you know, gay. But my best friend all through primary school was, I think he was gay, but no, he was gay, but I'm trying to remember. I mean, like, you kind of always knew, and I think he always knew as well, but I can't remember if, no, yeah, he was gay. I was trying to think if he was, like, non-binary or something, but I don't know. He wasn't while I knew him anyway, so I don't know now. They charged like 100 euros for 2 days. That's a lot. Oh, I guess sorry, my point there, Jamie, was that's so weird. Did you feel that women isolated you from their friendships because you were gay? Because I always felt the most comfortable around my best friend who was gay. I never wanted to isolate him, and he was friends with me and my other best friend who was a girl, and I really don't think we ever did that. He was literally my best friend, so I don't think we did that. So it's just shit that you had that experience. But that's just my experience, I guess. About to be like, I wouldn't date a girl who likes clubbing. I didn't involve myself in anything for the last 4 years of school. I didn't involve myself in anything for any of secondary school. It's a bit sad. But hey, I'm also fine now. I actually do have friends now. And I'm gonna see them all when Tyler comes over. It's great. Friendship. Woo. I'm gonna see people. I do wish we could see our friends more. Hello, Blaze. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Waffle Land. I'm waffling. This is Waffle Land. I feel like there's always like a different connection between two girls and a girl and a boy. Like they understood each other on a deeper level, and but they could talk about different things. That's so weird. No, my closest friend was 100% the guy who was also gay. I remember being super close with my female friend as well, but nowhere near as close as my male friend. And I remember when I went to secondary school, the three of us all went to the same secondary school, but I chose German and she chose French, and that decides your base group for all the classes you have, and we ended up being in like no classes together. The night before, it's so weird because she probably has no recollection of this, but to me it sucked for me because she was really popular and I was kind of just like not unpopular. I was just like friends with the popular girl. And the night before, I remember she was painting her nails. This is like 8 years ago. This is more than 8 years ago. This is like 9 or 10 years ago. Oh my god, this was 9 years ago. Anyway, I remember FaceTiming with her and being like, oh my god, so exciting, like, I'll see you tomorrow, like, blah, blah, blah. And then literally, and it's the most surreal experience, I think, because I remember it so vividly. Everyone had to walk into the like cafeteria, the canteen, and we all walked in, and I was walking in by myself because I didn't live near her or anything, so I arrived by myself. And she was at a table with a load of girls. They were all talking. It's like she knew them all. She's getting on so well. And there was no space for me, and I literally just sat at a different table, and I genuinely just never spoke to her again. Like, I probably had like maybe a conversation or two if we happened to be in a class, like probably years later, but like that's just like my friendship just ended. Like it was like blunt, like just cut off. It was so weird because she was my best friend for a couple of years. She was only my best friend for a couple of years, so we got closer when I was like 9, 10, 11, and maybe 12. I think my parents' mum was the bigger influence on me, and I was like never forced me hyper masculine, so I guess that just did it. I used to get excited to watch Dancing on Ice. I just like that it followed up with getting excited to watch Dancing on Ice. No, I was never forced to, but I think your family definitely set an expectation that it was 100% down to you. Whereas most families would just be like, oh, go on the trip. Like, everyone's going. You'd be like, oh, okay. And you kind of just go along, and it'd be good for you. I think both are acceptable ways to parent and to let kids do stuff, but it is a bit weird that there was an expectation to go. I think not really from my mom or anything, but I think from the school, like they make it really hard for you to opt out of things. And like weirdly, I remember when we graduated, they did a ceremony, like they did the official graduation ceremony was at the school, but they had a daytime ceremony that everyone had to go to in a fucking Catholic church. And like there's me who's like, well, I'm not Catholic, but I'll just like deal with it. There's also people who are like Sikh or like I know there was quite a few Sikh people. I'm trying to think, was there, yeah, I'm sure there are people just of other religions. I'm not sure, probably like a couple of, there were Jehovah's Witnesses, stuff like that, just like non-Catholic religions. And for some reason, the principal was really weird about like still making them go. And I was so confused. And then I think I remember in the end, like they were allowed to not go because they had a different religion. And then I ended up, I think it wasn't me, it was my friend at the time who was like more strongly anti-religion. And he was like, I don't want to go. And he like had to go with her, like fucking tried to fight his corner not to go, and she made him. Or I think he just ended up like walking off without her permission and like just refusing to go, which is so weird because she didn't want to respect that someone would just be atheist. They only wanted to respect if you were just a religion that isn't Catholic. It's super weird. I was just talking about why I had female friends. Oh no, about school trips. Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah. I don't know what influences if you get on better with girls or guys. I don't know if it would be I don't know, would your mum being the bigger influence in you really do it? That seems kind of like, surely, like just because you get on with your mum, does that really mean that you're like, oh, that means my friends are all girls? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I used to love Dancing on Ice. I stayed up watching the results show with my mum because it was hype. Excuse me. Oh, the Bolero. I don't know anything about Dancing on Ice. I used to always look forward to the week where they'd use the harness to fly. I do remember like enjoying X Factor for like a year or two. X Factor fell off so hard. I remember like 1 year everyone liked it, and the next year it just didn't exist. I feel like that was in like 2013. People stopped caring about it, or at least that's how it felt to me. It's used to being less masculine. I was never like any of the, yeah, I suppose there's that. Yeah, if you just feel that you weren't, because especially teenage boys, I wouldn't say like young boys. I don't think there's a huge line between boys and girls when they're in primary school. But I think definitely in secondary school, it would be really hard to be friends with guys if you're not very laddish. So they have so much lad energy. It's insane. Whereas with the girls, it's like you can kind of fit in with most groups. But I'm just going to mention the headbanger. They always have to let the person possibly die. I love that you both just really like Dancing on Ice. Because of competition? I don't know. This is interesting. Who's ready with bated breath? Like, will they get it right? My group was those 2 guys, 3 girls, and the other guy was like me. My group's changed a lot. I used to just like flip between groups. Yeah, I think for a while I kind of did. But I remember the people in my school that would just fit with any group, and they were just so well liked. Like, they just, like, anyone would just be happy to have them there and have no problems. But I think that can also come with, like, a sense of maybe not knowing where to go. I don't know. I didn't really do that. I think I had a friendship group. We kind of fell out, and then I just went and joined, like, this, like, default girls friendship group where it's just, like, big group of girls. It's not the popular girls, and it's not, like, unpopular people. It's just kind of like average, and anyone is more or less welcome. I kind of just walked over there and I was like, hi, and then that's where I existed. And I kind of like in like art class was like really small, and also contain like some people who are like a bit more popular, if you like. And I remember getting on really well with them. So I think if I had needed to, I probably could have chilled with them too. I really don't know who is the least toxic group. 100% is like the nerdy kids. The nerdy kids are always just sweethearts, and they don't like to bitch about each other. They're genuinely the best group. But no one wants to be nerdy in secondary school. I didn't. But I also knew that if I wanted to not like feel secure and not like I was being bitched about constantly, that I could have been friends with them. I think most girls like that I wasn't really a threat. I wasn't trying to like put myself and hit on them or make them uncomfortable. Yeah, no, for sure. I think you're kind of like, because you're not laddish, you're not giving off that energy. And that's why like I always feel so safe around gay men, because they're always obviously not trying to hit on you or anything, or they don't give off like laddish energy. They always just feel so safe to me. I don't know what it is, genuinely. Like I always just feel like they have such great energy. And then there's girls, like there's sometimes you can meet really nice women, but other times like women are so like judgy and they can be bitchy, and you can just get this energy off them. And then like most straight men, it's kind of just like scary to even to just encounter. I tried making friends with guys in year 7, but it didn't work. No, that's so mean. Basically stuck to 2 guys in primary and 2 in secondary. Yeah, groups of 3 can be a little tough. I feel like groups of 4 is probably good, because then you've always got 2 pairs. Because it's the worst if you're like in a class and there's 3 of you, but you can only be in groups of 2. And it's always me. It would always, like, if I was, because obviously I said I was in a big group of friends, but in some classes there would only be like 3 of us, and partner up, and I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even ask one of them. So I'm like, I know that they're gonna partner with each other because they were like closer together than the rest of us. And that's just like, that's every big group of friends is always around like 2 or 3 main characters, or and like everyone else is just side character. I was a side character. It was funny, so people used to like me except the straight men who wanted nothing to do with me. That's the worst, though. Yeah, that's definitely giving Heartstopper vibes. I bet that hit you hard. But yeah, I always like funny people too. Anyone that was funny always got on well at school. I remember there was this one girl, and she was actually quite popular, and if you remember, I told you that I had this best friend the night before we FaceTimed, and the next day, our first day of secondary school, I never spoke to her again. This girl that I'm about to talk about actually ended up being her best friend. There was no bad blood, but she was honestly such a sweetheart. Like, no bad blood, as if there would be. But like, I didn't dislike her for that or anything. I wasn't jealous, but she was so nice. And I remember that she used to always laugh at every joke I said. And I just remember being like, I really like her just because she's nice and she likes me, because she obviously laughs at my jokes. And it was like a genuine laugh. Like, it wasn't like she was laughing at me. And that was the best feeling, was like actually feeling like someone liked me. I made 2 people account AC fans by the end of year 7. That's not anything to be proud of. So I was with them mainly mans because I had the best grades in class. Oh, you know what? That's because men see literally everything as threat. I also like puffing my chest out, flexing my tiny arms, like putting on a deep voice to sound tougher, feel more comfortable with the girls. Yeah, I think some people just fit in better with the opposite sex in that sense. I mean, currently, like, our entire friend group is all men. It's just me, and whenever we're all together, I'm the only female, but I always feel really safe. I always feel like so much more comfortable, whereas I feel like when you're in a big group of girls, you can feel really on edge quite easily. So I have to say I'm like really grateful for the energy in our group, whatever it is that we do actually see each other, which is very rare. Basically everyone's a nerd in my school, but that's so good. I would love that. Straight men, it's always the dick measuring competition over who is the best banter, and banter is actually exhausting. It's your only means of interacting with each other, and also banter is just bullying each other, and yeah, that's exhausting. Yeah, banter is hard, especially in groups where you're not actually close, you're not actually friends. That's where it's the worst. Because then it's like how like people can get upset or like whatever. It's not good. I'd always find someone in a class. I think I was generally well liked by all the girls in my school. Well, that's good that you always had someone. The worst feeling is like just being like alone in the class. That did suck. God, school is actually trauma inducing. Most nerd class out of the 4 that entered that year, and you're all nerds. You were just peak nerd. No, that's good though. What's really funny is like everyone likes to bully the nerds in school, but those are the people that will go on to be the most successful. And I think as adults, we all admire success a lot more than we admire coolness. I definitely admire smart people more than I admire stupid people who just act tough and act cool. Whereas in school, for some reason, what we consider the hierarchy is people that are oftentimes not dumb. I'm not going to say they're dumb, but like they don't try very hard, which is fine. You don't have to try hard, but they don't try very hard. They don't necessarily have many aspirations. They like to play football, and they like to objectify the girls, bully guys. I know we had someone in our school who liked to cross-dress, only in their personal time at least, because we had uniforms, so he wouldn't have cross-dressed at school. He was gay, and I think he might have liked drag. And I remember when everyone, like I don't think anyone made fun of him to his face, but they definitely did behind his back. And I remember hearing it and just being like, and I didn't say anything. It's so hard to say anything. But like today, if that happened, I would. But in secondary school, like, it makes me sad that I didn't feel that I could stand up for people. And that we're all, I think, and I don't think I would have been the only one. I'm sure there are people who are making fun, and then there are people who are like, that's really not nice to hear. Well, I mean, did you cross-dress or like to wear drag or anything, Jamie? Because no one made fun of him for being gay in and of itself. Everyone's making fun of him for the I think it was more so that he had some drag pictures on like his Instagram. I remember people showing him being like, this is so weird, like whatever. And like that was not that long ago. Yeah, probably that you must have a huge cock. Yeah, definitely. I was just hella gay. I mean, I can't speak to like the boys groups. Let's all be honest. Straight men groups are pretty nasty. But I don't. Yeah, the girls never made fun of anyone that would have been gay. Not that I think. Although I feel like they would probably gossip about anyone that came out as gay who was a female. I feel like they didn't really care if they were like gay men, but they'd be like, oh, like I don't know. I feel like people would have like said it. But maybe not like said anything bad about it, but just like made it a thing and been like, oh yeah, like she's gay or this or whatever. I wonder what people said about behind my back. Actually, I literally don't care. That's so nice for you, James. I don't think I had any issues with girls. Well, that's good. The girls groups are better for you anyway. Boys are toxic. Well, girls are also toxic, but more so if you also are a girl. I don't know about how England is towards gays, but here they're still not that appreciated. Well, I think England is a mixed bag for sure. I think Heartstopper represents it really nicely, where there's definitely some people who are just chill, and there are some people who are just assholes about it for no reason. But it's not like, I'm not gonna say never, but it's not often like the way it's portrayed in America, where like they'd be like, oh, you're gay, and then like throw you around or like push you or physically fight you or assault you or constantly berate you about it. But I think they would definitely make little jokes about it, or I don't know, I don't have experience, but that's what I witnessed. Definitely it's just like little jokes or like making it a thing. Or the worst one, which definitely does happen, is being like, oh, do you fancy me? If they like a boy to like a gay boy, just because like, no I don't. no they don't. They definitely don't. But yeah, so I think it's still really nasty though. And there's definitely homophobia still. I think that goes for most of the world. I don't know where in the world is generally really good about that stuff. But England has a lot of dickheads, but there's a lot of us that are also trying not to be. So they don't think I had a massive cock. I mean, if you were a small person, James, they might have thought the opposite, buddy. They probably thought that you were a wonderful guy who was sure to find success. The thing is, James's experience is so weird because he did YouTube videos while he was in school. And I definitely got bullied when I did that. I remember people talking about it on a table nearby me and being like, oh my god, that's so funny, and laughing. For some reason, James's experience is that he did not even consider that it might be embarrassing, which to me also says that no one ever said anything about it to him. Maybe they didn't know. They mustn't have known. That's what I think. 3 of my teachers kept using female pronouns for me every single time. Really? Why? That's weird. Do you know, in my school, it was never a thing that anyone brought up about pronouns. There was never anyone that, and there are probably people that wanted to be, which is really sad, but no one ever asked a teacher or a principal or anything to be recognized as like the opposite or as like neutral. So I have no idea how they would have handled that. That's like really interesting to imagine, because I definitely think like today there would be at least a couple of kids that would like to be gender neutral or transgender, and I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was anyone, but I know there's like people on TikTok that I've seen before who are trans who have like talked about their horrible experiences with the school making them use like the other gender bathroom and stuff, or like forcing them to use like the disabled bathroom, things like that. So I can't imagine they would have handled it really well. But our school inherently wasn't trying too hard to be anti-homophobic and anti-transphobic, but they also didn't they weren't like bad about it. I just don't think we had enough people. Elva, actually, trust me, it's the twin guys who always have paintings. They also always have a huge car. That's actually what people used to say about me. It's so weird that people would say that because I was so fucking short. Huh. It's basically only because of my long hair. Oh. Interesting. Did they not know you, though? Is Bardia not a male name anyway? Elva laughing because she knows it's not. Why does every stream come back to this? We can't go a stream without Cox being mentioned, guys. This is poor. This is bad. Right. I'll stream a little bit longer and we will play some game. Always good to be a grower, not a shower. I agree. When did you talk about this before? Was it on Discord? God, I can't remember where you had this conversation, but I agree. I think grower is better. It was Discord, because then someone was like, no, it was stream. It was on your stream, because I remember someone being like, oh, Elva, hi. I bet you are a grower. And then someone was like, no, Elva is a shower. I went on a tangent out of nowhere. No, I agree. I have to imagine, like, if you have a really big dick and you're also a shower, that must be very just annoying and, like, and what's the word? Just inconvenient. I didn't know what I was even saying until I'd said it, but I convinced myself. I know what I'm saying. This is a very easy discussion. I don't know why you would not know what you're saying. It's a very simple discussion. Is it better to grow or show? See, the gay guys I know are packing heat is wild. It's it's not something I would know enough about. Yeah, Jay, you did actually go on that tangent, James, where you were like, oh, here's the thing about being a shower. Like, once it's there, it's done. If you're a grower, no matter what their this is what you said, you're like, no matter what their reaction is, there's always something more. I remember when you said that. It's like, oh, you know, they have an initial reaction, and then they get, and there's more. You always have special people you sleep, please. What the fuck?
think I want to, Shepard?
That was weird.
This isn't because I don't. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
Ah? Wait, hang on.
What's this all about, Liara?
Oh, it glitched. Okay. I was like, why is she mouthing it?
This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
That was fucking weird, wasn't it? Yeah, it was weird.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
If the thing is big, you get even bigger. The thing is smaller, it'll look bigger by comparison when you reach your final form.
If you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This will help me pay a great debt.
That is so
funny. There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara? Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer?
Twacking.
No. In fact, she's
Twacking.
quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
Thancred.
Yes. He arrived here a few days ago.
I'm gonna edit that into a clip. That's a good idea. Because grower and shower in the title isn't gonna get you like hidden, is it?
Perhaps she can tell you where
is it better to be a grower or a shower? That is peak clip. This is Thancred. It's Thankrios that we're talking about, Jamie. I was making a joke. It's not actually Thancred. It's actually a different character. It just sounds like Thancred. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know if you knew that or not. Thane. You just knew that?
Was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site. Except that the dead bodies still smell.
the dead egg. Jamie, this all links back in with the rotten egg. She's talking about dead bodies smelling. Well, she needs to meet the rotten egg. Clip title hidden in plain sight. That's funny.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
It's a great. I love that it's also an Assassin's Creed reference, kind of. How are you?
How's your own work going?
Everyone needs information, Shepard. You want to know why I don't drop everything to join you? I need to get that data. It should be about
so lovely she did that with the egg. How old was she? How old were you when she kept the egg?
Let me know when you hack those terminals. Give me that.
That is such a story from school, though. Like, oh, the girl that once just kept her egg for weeks. It's probably so much true for the thinking the obvious grower versus shower or the truth about small penises. I just think grower versus shower is better because you can't put penises in the title. Nice to hydrate. I will drink. We must have been in year 8. Please. I know I might not sound it, but I'm not from here. I don't know the ages. Okay, I think year 11s are like 14, I think. But I don't know. I just feel like I always hear about year 11s. And like them being like stupid and fucking stupid. Oh, year 11's 15 or 16. Okay. So 12 or 13. Oh. Do you know that's old enough to know not to keep a fucking rotting egg in your locker? Like if you're like 8, it's like, I guess. Wait, does it work the same in England where when you're in primary school, you're all just in the same class every single day with the same teacher for all of the lessons? And then in secondary school, you rotate for each room, for each class. Is that the same? I think it is. Should know it was rotting. I think at 12 or 13, you're old enough to know that eggs rot. Yes. Yeah, and like you wouldn't have had lockers in primary school, right? We just had like little desk storage, and that's where we kept all the books.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Later, loser. Cargo transfer level downstairs. fuck? How do you get the map, man? Shipping and cargo, so... Oh, Blue Suns! Why are we talking about them again?
Life can be uncertain. That's why you need an Omnigel programming solution that works. Whether constructing single-use equipment...
How does England count school years? 1 to 12? I think so.
Know the data is vital to the Kurosa family.
In Ireland, you have junior and senior infants, 1st to 6th class, and then you go into secondary school and you have 1st year to 6th year. Wait. No, 1st year to 5th year. But there's an optional transition year in the middle. No, it is 6th year because technically leaving your final year is 6th year, but you skip 4th year. Most people do because 4th year is transition year where you do like work experience and practical stuff. It's kind of cool actually, but not enough people do it. Reception 1 to 6 is primary, 7 to 11 is secondary. You're only in secondary school for 4 years. Oh, 12, no, that makes sense. Yeah, 12 and 13 are 6th form or college. Wait, I assume college is just like... You wouldn't... would you say you're in year 12 then? Huh, weird. Where the fuck am I going? It's just... It's here. Oh.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Name's Shepard. Liara Tassoni said you might have information on Thane Krios.
Thancred. Information on Thancred.
Cover for me.
This is amazing.
Over here.
College is
yeah,
college.
I know who Thane Krios is. I might have
Thancred.
Thancred. Hire him. What do you want to know?
Maybe you could help me find him.
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Nasana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse Mercs. High-tech killer. Undisciplined, but very well equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then. She has even more power here in Nos Astra. She uses it to keep her friends in check, and her enemies dead.
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers.
Thancred.
House level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nasana is just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
I'm ready now.
That's what I like to hear. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2.
I think the option of college versus sixth form versus just doing an apprenticeship or whatever, I think that's great. In Ireland, everyone just basically does Leaving Cert, which is equivalent of sixth form, I believe. It's wild that that's an equivalent. I do think A levels are probably a little bit harder, but you do 8 subjects in Leaving Cert, so when you consider that, I think it's probably harder. But it is wild. I'm pretty sure they do like directly, they are like directly equivalent. So like if you have done your Leaving Cert like me, you can use your Leaving Cert subjects and scores for UCAS points, which is crazy. I think if I've technically done 8 and like passed them all, does that mean I can, or it might be 7, right? I am in an earthquake, but it's all good now. Don't worry. Could you technically... What the fuck was I saying? Grunt. Take Miranda this time. A-levels being uni. No, so college is like an entry-level university course, almost, a bit like. College is like mini university, if you like. University is university in England. University is university. In Ireland, sometimes people will call university college. We call it college, but it means university in Ireland because there is no college as you know it in England. A-levels are like, they're not uni. They're just like higher second level. Because, wait, does college count as third level or second level? Because I would have thought it's like a more honed course, and it is some sort of qualification, but I thought it would have been like quite a low qualification. I don't know, but I think it's really cool that it exists. She's not loyal? What? This hoe ain't loyal. I'm sorry, it hurt to say. I'm sorry. I have no idea what these words mean, Elva. Like, you know the way like secondary school is second level education and university is third level?
So
that's just how they classify it in Ireland, I think.
I'm just here to make sure he survives.
This is some creepy music. I feel like we're in Star Wars right now. One of the Jedi are gonna jump down onto my speeder.
You have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
Let's just fly out.
Why don't we just save time and take the shuttle up?
She's got mercs with rockets just waiting for you to try. You get maybe halfway up before they shot you down.
You don't classify like
your
that?
assassin won't go in that way.
So what qualification can you get after a college course? Can you get better ones and less good ones, or are all college courses 2 years long? BAC is an equivalent of the A-levels. I assume that's not short for bachelor's, right? Because that's university. Bachelor's degree, right? I don't know what a BAC is. I don't know what that is. After reception, Belgium is 6 years of primary, then 6 of secondary, then whatever higher education years you want. Huh.
Any last-minute tips about the towers?
The Eclipse mercs will be well fortified by now, and they won't want to disappoint Nassana.
This is the first combat we have seen all stream.
Just focus on anything moving.
All right, let's do this.
I'm very good at progressing.
Hold on.
Progressing. Fancy's bachelor's for the finishing high school degree. I thought oh god. So our bachelor's degree is like a university course degree. What are the different levels of university again? You've got like a doctorate is the highest one, right? Is it a degree and then a bachelor's and then a doctorate? Oh no! Oh goodness me! I think this is the one I want to use. I don't think I even hit them the first time. Oh, lucky. Oh yeah, masters. So BA, BSc. What do they stand for? The masters and then doctorate. So is BA a bachelor's? What's a degree then? Is a degree just a word for like all of those to encompass it? Like if you have a degree, it could be any of those. What's a degree? Or is that not one we use in the UK maybe? I don't know. No, of course it is. It's a degree. Like I have a degree in this. What's a degree? Oh, Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. Oh, right, so everything comes under an art or science? What about stuff that isn't really art or science? Like, what about, like... I guess that is science. I don't know. Just like a scheme there. Oh, okay, so yeah, degree does mean all of them then. Haha. Makes sense. So, a bachelor's of one or the other. And then a master's. And then you get a doctorate if you go real far. Ooh, I love this. This is so fun. Where's the... Oh, bitch. Blue, 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 blue. Where is it? It's not my fault. It's this thing's fault. This is not my fault. But there was no way I could have done it any quicker. There's... But... But how could I have done that quicker? Did I just miss one? Am I really just... How? How? History comes under art. Oh, so all of it comes under art or science? So it's always just one or the other. It's wild. So you're a Bachelor of Arts. Oh. Because Egyptology is not scientific. That doesn't actually make sense to me. I thought you said history comes under art. Oh, so history is art. Interesting. I guess it's not science, but also you're a master of art? That's pretty epic, Jamie. Can you draw me a picture?
He's still alive.
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Aww.
Who did this to you? And why?
We're just night workers. Nassana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
They just attacked you?
Yes. They were too slow. It was horrible. Everyone screaming. The mechs said there was no time. Nassana wanted us out of the way immediately. Then the dogs.
He's not going to make it if we don't help him.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
Thank you. That helps.
Take your time.
He didn't say a lot.
I think
I can draw a triangle and call it a pyramid. I wouldn't call that mastery of art, if I'm being honest, Jamie.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, watch out for the mechs. They're everywhere.
Any idea how many mercs
Maybe Cloud
Nassana's
is here.
got? A lot. Dozens of them are wandering around here all day. You'll find more the further up you go.
Why would Nassana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. But I didn't realize she was that ruthless. My friends, co-workers, slaughtered. They were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
Aww.
Why would Nassana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. My friend, they were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Don't know where the dog is.
Let's get moving.
I got it.
This should...
Enemy down.
Alright, I need to use my abilities. Absolutely epic. Oh. I like the little Pikachu. Loki mech. Loki.
This should slow him down.
Which one? Am I on the right one? Well that's good to know that you can't, it won't work unless that's fair. Alright, also fair, I guess. Alright, thank you, Jamie. Keeping chat alive. Really great work you're doing there.
There we go.
The gods' work, even. Give me the ammo. I need it quite desperately. Let's get a sniper. Let's snipe. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't realize they're glass. Look at him. He doesn't know what to do. When does Twitch have DC emotes? Do they? What do you mean? Oh, fuck. Jesus. Do you mean like inbuilt into Twitch? I guess they were like, hey, we like DC, it's good. For some reason.
This will put them down.
You ain't getting no medic, loser.
He goes.
Yes.
Alright, I am Dora. Hello, Dora. No elbow like Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn. These are the message. Are they Twitch's own? Well, they are. That's interesting. Kind of weird. I don't know. I guess maybe it was. Didn't they need to partner with Twitch for that?
We'll go get him.
I don't know.
You go.
Get your ass in there, and Nathana's not paying you to stand around.
Fine. But
Stop shooting me! It's rude. Torchwood is insanely horny. It's so fucking weird. Season 2 is better though. Season 2, 100% big improvement. So far. I don't know. It might go back to being written by a 13-year-old boy, but we'll see. Season 1 this week? Oh, fucking good luck. I hope you make it. It's hard to survive, to get through. But I do believe you can do it with willpower and great pain and sorrow, but you will be fine. You will make it. It can be done. It can. I think it's, the thing is, it's not funny enough that I think it's good funny in terms of the horniness. It's more like annoying, but it is funny. It is funny. I just I wouldn't keep watching it if it weren't for James, to be honest. Even though I'm interested in it, I think I'm kind of hooked. But like also it is bad TV as far as TV goes. The Christmas episode, you know, I actually might be able to tell you that that wasn't good. I actually might. That was actually hilarious. But I think it gets a bit annoying almost with how bad it is. It's like jarring to me how fucking weirdly horny it is. It's like Chibnall he was let loose and he loved every second of it. It was insane. This whole show, like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I didn't know what to expect, but like, I don't know if it was that. Ooh, I love grenades. I feel like we can't absolve R2D for it. Well, he did let it happen. I think it's crazy that he's attached his name to it. I said to James when it popped up, I was just like, isn't it really funny that R2D has attached his name to this? Like, I wouldn't do that personally. I think the thing is, the only reason I keep watching is like I'm in too deep now. Like I now watch this show and I kind of do want to know what happens. And it like the only episode so far was the Jack one. You know, the Jack one. You know what I mean. I won't say spoilers in case, because I know someone just mentioned they're watching it.
We're a little exposed out here, especially if anyone's in that elevator.
We should find cover. Quickly.
Mezzanine. Have a pleasant day.
Great job getting cover, guys.
Trouble ahead.
We've got hostile drones.
Heads up.
Can I shoot that?
Light him up. This should scramble their systems. Felt that one.
Didn't really go to plan, but it worked. Do we take the elevator? Oh, I like this. Do 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 do. What is the worst season 1 episode?
Please, don't kill us. We'll go. We'll go. Hey, look. They're not Eclipse. You're here to help us, right?
It's one reason I'm here. Come on out. It's safe enough.
Thank you. We are in your debt.
Maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone, not a merc. He's on his own.
We are eternally grateful.
Whoever sealed us in here. When he found us, I thought we were dead, but he just closed the door and locked us in.
Locked you in? Sounds like our assassin was trying to keep them safe.
Assassin? Here for Nassana, I bet. She's got it coming.
Assassin.
You treat people like this, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
I need to get to Nassana's penthouse. What's the quickest way?
Cargo elevator is the only way up
Episode
right
4.
now. They're still working up top. Watch your step. Some of the walls aren't in.
I would say all of them are the worst.
Cold, too.
Personally.
I hate working up there.
Nassana's not exactly your favorite person.
She's
I would honestly say all
hard
of them.
woman to work for. That's an understatement. She works us long hours, no overtime, and this is what you get in payment. She's unpleasant, to say the least.
I can't remember what happens in episode 4. I was like episode 3 like 5 hours ago. Episode 2 and 3 I remember being really weird. I don't remember which is which. I can't remember. There's one in there that I kind of liked, but then ended badly. And that's like episode 6, maybe.
Why not just quit?
We would if we could.
What's stopping you?
Our contract. We're stuck until the job's done. Quitting for any reason can be hazardous to your health.
We hear that anyone who leaves early tends to disappear. Probably just a rumor.
Probably
Who
not.
wants to find out for sure?
Did you see the one who locked you in? Do you know where he might have gone?
He's no Solarian, I can tell you that. But I've no idea where he went. Sorry. If he's after Nasana, he'll be heading to the upper levels.
How many workers were in the tower? Are there many more of you?
Not alive. We were lucky.
Well,
I'm
some got
tired.
out before the dogs were sent in. Maybe a few are hiding
At
somewhere.
least we've made it 3 hours.
I wouldn't stay here too long.
We'll wrap up this mission, and then we'll wrap up this half, like 3/4 just chatting stream, 1/4 gaming stream.
Thank you. And tell your assassin to aim for her head. Because she doesn't have a heart.
Hmm.
Get moving.
Bless him. It was a very quirky little sentence. How do you describe that? It was clever, but it was like a little bit silly. I don't know. I did credits. Wow, thank you. Oh, so Garrus. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm so sorry. Do we go in the elevator? I assume so. Yeah. Yay. This mission is long. How long? How long is long? I mean, like, we're already a decent bit through, surely.
I haven't heard from teams 4 or 5. Don't worry. My team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it. We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around very slowly.
Awkward.
Damn it.
Have you seen the assassin?
Why are you looking for him? You're not one of Nasana's mercs. Who are you?
Answer my questions and I'll let you go.
Look, pal. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you.
Not the answer I was looking
I don't know
for.
why Pal is a very masculine nickname.
I've got nothing more to say.
Hey, Pal.
If you shoot me, my team's right through there. They'll be all
Good
over.
thing I didn't instinctively press that trigger, bro. I was like, I had like that spike of like, wait, I need to do something. It turns out I correctly did nothing, so this is good. You're back? I didn't even know you left, bitch. I can't believe you fucking left.
Is a little information
You're the worst.
really worth dying over? Is Nasana?
No. I suppose not. Okay, look. Last I heard, the assassin was down on the mezzanine. But the teams on the bridge think they might have spotted him. Nobody knows for sure.
Get out of here.
I'm going.
I'm going. I'm out of here.
He owes you one. Anybody else would have killed him.
I had a really good idea for a stream with James. I've seen 2 people do it on TikTok and I thought it was really funny. Subjective Guess Who. Like, I want to just simply play it, but I also think it'd be fun for stream because I really enjoyed watching other people play it. If you don't know what it is, it's like, it's just playing Guess Who, but instead of asking questions like, do they have a hat on? Do they have a beard? You're asking like, are they someone that looks like they would be a vegan? Or do they believe in star signs? Stuff like that. And then like, obviously, you subjectively try to figure out who you think the person is. It sounds really fun. I feel like you could have a lot of fun with that and we could just have like some drinks and stuff. I thought that'd be a good just chatting stream with James. Maybe we can like think of something else as well to plan as part of it, just in case that, you know, we run out of, in case that gets boring, which I wouldn't get bored because I thrive on games. I thrive on board games. But I feel like James gets bored quite easily. James will play like 3 games and he'll be like, okay, I'm done now. I like it, very pog. See, you were like, I messaged James last night, dude. I got 4 hours sleep. I don't know what was wrong with me, but my brain was just like thinking, things. I was thinking about like my stream today, and I was thinking about like how I would arrange my office if I had an office, and I was thinking about like fucking the politics, man. I was thinking about so much shit. I started thinking about my stream. I asked James to give me the stream starting soon and stuff thing, which James, so right now, can you please give me the file so I can play with the file, please, of that starting soon screen. I texted him this at like 4 a.m. I was like, hey, can you make me the starting soon screen in pink, please? That James has, same one he has. And anyway, I got, yeah, probably 4 hours sleep. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking about subjective guess who. So I text James really late and I'm like, we should do this. I think it'd be really fun for a stream. And he was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I was like, dude, I think this is really smart. I think this is a great stream idea. Like, people on TikTok really liked it. And I think we have so many cameras. Like, I have 2 cameras. So we could have, like, a camera just to see both of us. Then we can have one pointed at each of our, like, games. So that you can see, like, what we're looking at. And who our person is. And then you can kind of be playing along. Oh boy, give you something to play with, sweetheart. That was horrible. Now do I oh, I thought that was somebody coming. I thought someone was about to come get me. Ew. I'm not paying.
Just find him now.
This should slow him down.
For Mass Effect though, this mission is kind of long. Oh shit, you fucking popped up at the worst time. I'm getting his legs. He didn't like it. He can't walk. Yeah, send me the after. Oh, fuck me. That was. Sorry, Miranda. Yeah, can you send me the After Effects file, please? Please, lovely friend. Nonce James has returned. Isn't that just normal, James? Do 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 do. Oh, dick. I didn't mean to do that. Do 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 do. There you go. James just got friend zoned. Friend.
Right in here.
Get back.
I friend zone him always.
I'll shoot.
Relax. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will. I said get back. I'll do it.
I will not do the renegade
Don't make
action.
me do it.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. What's your name?
I'm Talon. Don't come any closer.
Don't
Talon,
tell
I'm
on
Commander
me.
Shepard. I don't work with the Mercs, and I don't want to hurt you. I'm here to help.
All right. Here. I don't feel so.
What, Jamie?
Talon! He's my brother. I just want to see if he's all right. Are you the ones who shot the Merc?
It wasn't me. Your brother didn't do it?
No. Talon was standing here with me.
What happened exactly?
The Merc found us and shouted at us to move. We panicked, and he shouted more. I thought he was going to kill us, then his head just exploded. Talon picked up the Merc's gun, but we were too afraid to leave. Then you showed up.
A perfect headshot with no collateral damage. Very impressive.
How safe is that bridge out there?
The bridge is stable, but the wind's your real problem. If it doesn't throw you off, the Mercs will definitely try. There's a lot of them out there.
I'm looking for someone. Probably the guy who killed this Merc.
Talon thought he saw someone following us, but he's been a bit on edge. I haven't seen anyone but the Mercs.
Is the bridge the only way to the penthouse in the other tower?
From here, yeah. It won't be easy. Mercs are patrolling the other side. Whatever Nasana's hiding from must be pretty scary.
There are still Mercs up here. You should get to the lower levels.
No need to convince me. Tell him. Come on, get up.
Wait, seriously, Jamie? Oh no.
Can we go home now?
That happens to me at work
Yeah,
when I ask
getting out of
things, and then I'm like, oh my god, wait, do I look really dumb now? Should I not have asked that? Should I have already known that? Blah, blah, blah. But today I spoke with all my colleagues today, and I realized it's not just me, but sometimes my manager types things and it just makes no sense. And so I'm forever replying things like, are you saying for me to do X, Y, and Z? Because so every time he says anything, I always clarify back to him, just because sometimes it confuses me. That gives me anxiety. But no, I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm sorry you got the anxiety about that. As we are together, it was not rude. It was not rude. It's okay. No, we're just housemates. We're just housemates, but it wasn't rude. Don't worry. Even though we are just housemates, it wasn't rude. Don't worry. Oh, there. And there. See, that one was way quicker. Am I just unlucky sometimes? Of the beard for real? Actually, and you would love this, Jamie. You will love this, I should say. James is my beard. Actually, which would you prefer? Why am I asking you this? So, which would you prefer? Oh! Which would you prefer? Me to be gay or James to be gay? Who do you think would make a better gay? I think me. I'll be pretty good. Is James no longer your brother? No, he is. He is. He's just no longer my boyfriend also. I've given you a really good question to ponder, haven't I? Come on, the right answer is me. I don't know why I want to win this. You'd be terrible. I would be so good at being gay. What was your rationalization? I just feel like, oh no. I think, oh no. I will be a very feminine lesbian though, because I'd never have felt that I wanted to present masculinely. Masculinely? In a masculine way. I feel like people might not even be able to tell if, because it like, I don't know, I would still be the same person. I would just like girls, I assume, in this potential world. So I would look like this. So would women not be able to tell? And I would find it hard to hit on women because I'd also find it hard to tell. But I think it would also really hurt my feelings if no one ever hit on me. You don't have a gay bone in your body. I don't know. I think I was listening to the Wine About It podcast, Maya and Cutie Cinderella's podcast, and I really like it. And they were talking about this, and I was like, that is literally me, where it's like, actually, I think maybe a little less so, but where it's like, I definitely am straight, but like, I have found women attractive, like, and I have been like slightly attracted to women, I would say, but I don't think, I think they said they had developed crushes on women before. I don't think I've ever had a crush on a woman before. So I would still say like I'm definitely straight, but I'm not like 100%. Like I have felt an attraction towards women. But I don't think I don't know. I think I would like, I don't know. I think in another life I could definitely see myself like being bi-curious, but yeah, I don't know. This is hard because you'd be great, but James is so fruity. Do you really think that? Do you really think that? I would be great. No, it's okay. I'll let James win this one. I like really wanted to win. My pride is hurt.
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nasana.
Ooh. Shouldn't like that one. I need to pee so bad, but I'm just gonna wait until we end stream. I'd honestly say sexuality is way less rigid than we force ourselves to be. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. And it was really nice listening to other women who, like, are just, like, happy to chat about it. And I felt quite relatable. I felt like it was relatable. Where it's like, yeah, like, I would still say I'm straight, definitely. But I wouldn't say that it's out of the question for me. I wouldn't say I'm 100% straight. I am not. I don't know why you think that. Like, the thing is, I think it would be hard to know because sometimes the woman, at least I know as a woman, I don't know if men get this as well, I don't know, but sometimes for me as a person at least, I look at her butt, you know? I will observe a woman, and sometimes I don't know if that's out of attraction or just interest or comparison. I feel like there's definitely an element of like comparison of myself to them, so it's hard to know. But I think I would end up probably not being super into it, but I would definitely be willing to experiment a little bit at least. No! Shit happens, go be open to, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I definitely think no one is 100% one or the other. Well, I think you can be very far, but I do think that like it's for everyone it would be possible to be attracted to at least there's one person in the world that you would end up being attracted to that is the same sex as you. That's my opinion. I don't know for sure, but I feel like that's like very reasonable. See, I'm not comparing myself to women. You what? What did I say? But yeah, that's true. But that's why I said I've never had like an actual crush, so I can't really say for sure that I would that it has definitely been an attraction. Something like, I don't know if I'd be comfortable saying I'll never fall in love with a woman ever. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think there has to be. There's so many people. I think this goes for like so many things in life. But for one thing, there has to be a person out there that would be perfect for you, who is also just the same sex as you or the opposite sex.
Watch out!
And my point being that might surprise you based on your current sexuality. There's my point. It's what I was saying was from my point of view. But for Jamie, like, you being gay, there definitely is someone of the same sex out there for you. Yeah, what I meant is for me, being straight. I would be up for experimenting. Am I being replaced? No, you'll love it, James. You'll love it, trust me. No, you're not being replaced. I'd just be like in another life. It's like, too late now. I have a stupid love in my life. There's a stupid man that I kind of like, I guess. So it's too late now. You've ruined my life, James. You shouldn't have done this to me, James. You ruined my life. Which one do I have equipped, bitch? I don't fucking understand. Oh, this is really not going good. She's so strong, man. Where is she getting this strongness from? This is impressive. Shit. Well, in that case, in another life, I would break up with you and find someone else. How about that? That's okay. That's another life, not this one. Give me all of the ammo. Also, potentially let me fucking complete this mission. It's so long. Ashraf Ismail stole Elva off James.
This should come in handy.
Oh, thank you. I love the I feel like we haven't done it recently, but the whole there's a universe where I don't remember if that was between everyone or just me and James, but anyone that's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I like to imagine like weird scenarios where if there is multiple universes, which I don't know, I kind of believe there is. I don't know if there's any reason to believe it, but I kind of do. I kind of believe, you know, if there's unlimited universes, then there must be one with every single scenario you can even possibly think up and more. So I'm just like, there's this. It's weird because then there really is a universe out there where that happened. That is a path my life could have taken. We did that too as a smaller meme. Oh, okay, there you go. I did feel like it was like a small community thing, like maybe just like a Discord call meme or something. But I love it. It's great. It's kind of good to rationalize like worst case scenarios, where like if you're like worried about something, I actually don't know what I'm doing. Where you're worried about something, you can be like, oh, well, actually, it's fine because there's a universe where it goes even worse. So, oh, do I just drop down onto? No. Oh, that didn't look. It didn't look like that was what it was meant to be done. Keep pressing the wrong button. Where Ryan Gosling's head's a tire. That's really random. There's a universe out there where right now everything is the exact same, but I'm playing as a male Shepard, and that is objectively the worst universe. There's a universe out there where I might not have a head at all. Imagine me with no head. That would be wild because that means in that universe that would just be normal. See, there's one offshoot of that universe where it's normal that some people are just born without heads. But then there's also another offshoot where like you're a complete medical anomaly, where you're still alive but you don't have a head. That's an improvement. There's a universe out there where Sora owns me and James. Oh, such a fun game. Best game. A 10 out of 10. Absolutely best game. Everyone should play this game with me. Please put a universe that exists in the chat. That you're put a universe that you believe exists. Put a universe idea in my chat right now, please. What universe do you believe exists? There's videos out there where Rose said that's an improvement when the doctor said, imagine me with no head. Wait, isn't that real? What? Wait. I remember him saying, imagine me with no head. And then Rose going, that'd be an improvement. Wait, that's the universe we're in. There's a universe out there where Jamie said it first and Russell T Davies heard it. Wait, who wrote that episode? I don't know who wrote that. But whoever wrote that episode heard it and then was inspired to write it into Doctor Who. There's a universe out there where the creator or the writer was watching my stream because I was streaming back when those episodes were still coming out before I was even born. Wait. Oh god, no, I was born. Sorry, please. I'm not like 15. I mean before I was even streaming. It says, oh, he says, and don't say that's an improvement. I feel like I can hear Rose saying, that'd be an improvement. You know, a little quippy Rose, you know how she do be. In my universe, he never gets a chance and Rose says it's an improvement. Oh, that's the saddest universe. What the heck? What the... More money for the rest of us? That is actually such a good outlook. There's a universe out there where actually when everyone dies, it makes for less money for the rest of you.
This'll break him down.
Does that say edible? What? Oh no, it says Eclipse. Why do I think that's an edible commando? Edible commando. Classic Rose, known for being quippy. She is. She's a little bit quippy. Is it quippy or is it? It's more just like she's a little bit she's, what's the word when you're like quick on your feet? Witty. She's witty, I would say. I think I'm using the wrong kind of ammo, but hey ho. Hey bitch, I'm gonna hit you with a grenade. Ooh, that did her in.
This'll break him down.
My top keeps rolling up over my stomach. It feels so weird. I can feel it like moving every time I pull it back down. Haha. Imagine a new dude friend is dying, you remind them they're ugly. What? She throws it out of the time vortex and goes, well, this is something I do now. Oh wait, is it when David Tennant is dying? David Tennant. And then she becomes superhero in the Good Wolf spin-off. There's a spin-off called Good... Oh, sorry. I assume that's in another universe? Or is that real? The universe where there's a multiverse of parallel universe. There's a universe where there isn't a multiverse of parallel universes. That's the only universe that doesn't exist because that is a paradox. There cannot be a universe where they don't exist for us to be able to theorize that there is a universe where they don't exist. Therefore, what you mean to say, Jamie, the only thing that's possible is there's a universe where there isn't known to be a multiverse of parallel universes, which is our universe. Elva understood joke challenges. Okay, well, I guess I did just talk about that seriously. I'm sorry. But see, maybe Jamie's just really nice to me, and he's like, oh, okay, let's go in that direction after my joke. Like, I don't know. I just, sometimes I just think that it's an interesting concept. So I just, James be nice to Elva challenge. Failed already. I just know he's thinking something mean right now. Interesting one, isn't it? What's more interesting to me is the possibility of James being nice to me. That's the most impossible universe.
But you're dead. I got better. And now you're here to kill me. You're really paranoid, aren't you? Don't patronize me, Shepard. Charming as ever. I'm sure you find this all very ironic. First you take care of my sister, and now you're here for me. Well, you made it this far. Now what? You really think I'm here to kill you? Do you have another reason for destroying my tower? Decimating my security? I'm just looking for someone. You expect me to believe that? Is it credits? Is that what you want? Just tell me a price. We can make this problem go away.
I will take money. No. How much do you have?
Make me an offer. Double whatever you're getting. And I'll pay double again if you tell me who hired you. What?
I heard something.
Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I am going to...
Ooh. Shit.
Impressive. You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Do you remember her? I remember because I said, we killed her sister, but I don't remember exactly what happened. I think it might have been a ploy by her. Remind me exactly, but I kind of like vaguely do. Vaguely, maybe. She wasn't so dull. She got us to kill her sister. So yeah, it was a ploy, wasn't it? She told us her sister was doing something, but she wasn't, or something.
I was hoping to talk to you.
I apologize, but prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
Do you really think she deserves it?
Not for her. For me. The measure of an individual can be difficult.
He's really... I thought that was a mask, but it's not.
You, for instance.
It's really interesting looking.
Chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
How'd you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Nassana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
You used me so you could kill her.
I needed a diversion. You needed to speak with me. You certainly fulfilled your end of the bargain. What would you like to discuss?
Someone's been abducting entire human colonies. We're gonna stop them. We already know the culprits. A race called the Collectors.
I've heard of them. Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
They told me it was impossible to get to Ilos, too.
A fair point. You built a career on performing the impossible. This was to be my last job.
That's a cool shot. That actually looked really good too.
Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
What's wrong with him?
Are you contagious? How long do you have?
If you're interested, we can discuss it on your ship. The problem isn't contagious, and it won't affect my work.
What's his race?
I hadn't heard that. Is there anything I can do?
Giving me this opportunity is enough. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die.
Aww.
Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
No charge? He's really nice. He's a frog. They're called frogs. Now, somehow, I don't fully trust that information that you are giving to me. And don't take that personally, even though it's entirely personal. It's entirely based on the person that is giving me the information right now.
I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
He's actually not earning anything, Jacob. He said for free.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
He's so
the area
polite.
Near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
Oh, I was thinking the AI.
He seems quite civil.
He does. I agree. He's really nice.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's me. I thought he
not.
would be mean and scary. But he's actually very polite and nice. Oh, that was epic. Alright, let's save and we'll leave it there. Let's maybe make sure it doesn't go on standby. We don't like standby in this house. I will switch it off with the plug, don't worry. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. Can someone actually tell me the race of this man? I don't believe they're called frogs. Just because, like, why would they be? But also, how surprised would I be? Like, it's one of those, it's one of those situations where it wouldn't be so crazy and wild, but it would be a bit weird. So can someone tell me? It's the closest translation? Can someone confirm if Jamie's fucking with me? I'm confused. But I'm very tired. It's 12:15. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. I am doing some more ME2 tomorrow. So I'll pick back up tomorrow. We're just going to continue doing the dossier missions, I think. That's kind of like the idea, isn't it? Grower supremacy. I do agree to an extent. I don't think that we should be supremacying over showers, though. That's the thing. Hi Jazz. I'm sorry, I'm just ending now, but I hope you had a good evening. We are ending. We're ending it all, if you like. Actually, all of it actually. Showers are What? Showers are pathetic. I've read that as showers are pathetic. You know what? Showers are pathetic. Only alpha males have baths, you know? If you have a shower, you're a beta pussy. Now, I personally have showers, so I have just incriminated myself, but those lightsabers that don't shoot out, they're like the ones that are always extended. But James, you have one that's always extended. Are you trying to tell me that as a consumer, you are you're preferential to showers? I'm not a shower. No. Oh. Yeah, I mean your lightsaber. I mean your actual lightsaber that is always. Yes, that's what I meant. Oh, that is what I meant. Well done, James, for figuring out what I meant. Akai, thank you for joining me this stream. Thank you, Bardia. Thank you, Jamie. I hope you had good fun. We'll leave it there anyways, but I don't... Oh, who is this person? I think they might have raided us before. Cheesy Chappers? You know, we might raid them because I think they raided us and they are playing Mass Effect. I don't know which one they're playing, so if you're scared of spoilers, like me, then FYI. Well, so they're right. Yeah, there's a few people to raid with. Oh, I've just opened Vegas. No. So... James just has a lightsaber for a fetus. Yeah, that's actually, we were both right. We both understood correctly what I meant. So that's what you have to jerk off to turn on. I can't say that I am well informed about said torch. Being fully honest, I really can't. I really can't. It's really concerning. Anyway, I hope you all have a good evening. If you are looking to watch some more Mass Effect, this person has raided us before, so I think we will raid them back. I hope they have fun. I hope you have fun. Take care, everybody. Good night. I have that book, Jess. I will eventually. Bye.